Good morning. Turn this down a touch. I'll put it on 2. Although that's showing us like the same level of volume as my voice, so let's have a little look-see. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Apologies for being a little bit late. I had to go to the shop as usual. Bread, all those kind of fun things needed buying. So I'm here though. We're going to be finally doing another creative stream. Hang on one sec. I'll turn it down to 1. Yeah, we're going to be doing a creative stream. Let me switch on over to the creative stream. I've got no face cam today. I fully intended to do face cam today. I really enjoyed doing it the other day and I kind of feel more comfortable with it now. But I couldn't find my other camera. So this is my C920 and I have another one. But I'm just not 100% sure it is. I couldn't find it. So I think it's on top of one of the wardrobes, but I'm not tall enough to get on top of there. So my boyfriend's gonna have to do that when he gets home, which I will get him to do today because he forgot to do it yesterday for me. So yes, unfortunately there's no face cam, but we got hand cam. Hand cam. It's been a while, a good while since we've had hand cam. My frog tape measure. I love this thing. I use this all the time. I didn't think I would. My sewing friend bought me this. She got one for herself and then picked me one up. And I thought, oh, I don't really use tape measures. I use it all the time because I've started doing stuff for Christmas. So like Christmas crafts and knitting and sewing and stuff. And a lot of them, the hats are like, you have to do the rim that's like so many inches. I'm like, aha, they have a frog tape measure that could do it for me. Hi Kyle, how are you? How are you doing? Good morning. So we have a frog. I didn't pick up any like bits to put everywhere today. But hey ho. So while I was visiting my mum, I went to this, I went to the market. They have a market on a Saturday and they have a yarn stall that has all these different kinds. It was amazing. And they have this like big pile of stuff that's only £1. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Thank you. I'm very good this morning. I've got some tea and some toast. So I'm happy. So they had, all this different yarn and they had some stuff on like £1 clearance kind of stuff. So I grabbed a load of that, which is this really fluffy stuff that I've got some ideas for. But then in the other section they had this, which is James C. Brett Harmony double knit. I like because it's got like music notes in the background. It is a 78% acrylic, premium acrylic, 22% cotton, and it is so soft. So I figured that this would be perfect for socks. It was only like £1.60 a ball on the market, which is really cool. And they had loads of different colourways, like purples and blues. But I picked this one because I have I love purple with all of my heart. But I have a lot of purple yarn and a lot of different purple like variegated yarns. So I figured that this one would make a nice change. So it's kind of got like a corally colour almost, and then a peachy colour, and then a lighter peach, and then it goes to blue, and then to green. So I thought it was so cute. So we're going to make some socks with it. Now, did something crazy last night, because I've never made socks before, and ages ago, if you follow me on Instagram, you can follow me over on Instagram, because I post on there all the time. I love Instagram. It's so cute, and it's so soft. So one of the times I went to Abercan, my friend actually found these just in a little pot on one of the shelves. You can't read that because I'm not on autofocus. It was a set of 4 needles for 25p. And they're the double pointed needles. They got a point on each side. There was actually 5 in it, not 4. So, because you can do this with 5 needles, but I'm doing it with 4. So last night I got bored and I was like, I've been meaning to try them for ages. And this is the other way to, because I'm making, so this sock is going to be knitted flat and then I sew it up. So down the back and along the sole, I believe. Yeah, I sew it up because I figured that I'm pretty good at knitting flat, sorry. So I'd try that. But I figured I better try and do it in the round. And look! So this is the cuff, and then it's starting to do just the knit there. It's really hard to see because it's so light in here. But there we go. And I feel like a badass wizard when I do this. My boyfriend came in, because the other night he came in and I was making this bag. So I made this bag the other night. I've never made a bag before like that. So it's a little storage bag now for a project. Like a little project bag, I guess. And I just sat and made one of them one night because I got bored. And then the same thing happened last night. He came in and he just looks at me and shakes his head now. He's like, that's fine. Get doing whatever you want. So I wanted to learn how to do this. Hi, Zia! Because a lot of the knitted hats are done in the round. You can do them on double pointed needles too. Or you do them on a circular needle like this. But I figured I would try it. And oh my god, it was... Once you get in the rhythm of it, it's... From what I feel, it was really easy. The setting up of it is a little bit tricky, and starting doing the first bits and learning like where the yarn goes when you cross over from one needle to the other is a bit weird, and I struggled with not poking myself in the face with the needles, because basically when you knit with it, you're only ever knitting with 2 needles, so you like work on this one and all these stitches go on this, and that replaces that. It's cool. It looks cool. So we might do that one day on the stream, but I just wanted to show you as what is the other way of making socks. How are you, Zia? Good morning. So that's the other way of making socks, but we're going to make them flat today and we'll see how it goes. Those socks are turning out tiny. I didn't know how well I'd go and how I'd do it, how good I'd be at it, so I did it quite small. I'm going to use my circular needles because I love these. I do have straight needles in the same size, so these are 4mm, but I got these off Amazon, I think, or eBay not too long ago, and they're like the Knit Pro ones. It's got 4mm on there, you can't really see it, but they're metal and they are so nice. They just glide. So although I'm not knitting it in the round, so I'm not going to be using really this to knit it in a circle, we're just going to be going across back and 2. I just like the feel of these needles over any others, and it's nice that they're short. So that's what we're going to do. So if you do exclamation mark pattern, you can actually see the pattern for this. It's free on Ravelry. It's by a lady called Jenny Ahern. Jenny Ahern. She uses a pretty cool yarn too. So there is the pattern if anybody wants it. You can't click on that because I haven't put a space. Hang on. There we go, it should be a clickable link now. We also have a new joke of the day, so let's get that done. Joke of the day. What's the first thing you should do if a bull charges you? Pay him! Ba-dum-dum. I know, hilarious. So the stitches we're going to use on this, I should have done this as like a knit along, like learn to knit with me, but I already know how to knit. So it wouldn't really be a learn to knit with me, it'd just be a knit along like everyone. Oh, that would have been cool. Because other people could have come and made a pair of socks too. That would have been cool. But anyway, people can do it as well. There's the link. So the stitches we're going to use are knit purl. Then this funny one that is abbreviated as SKPO. Slip one stitch to the right needle, knit the next stitch, pass the slip stitch back over the knitted stitch. Not sure how to do that, I'm probably going to have to Google it, but for today we're just doing the cuff. They work top down, not toe up, top down. So we're going to do the cuff and then like the length, so we probably won't get to that part. And then we've just got knit 2 together and purl 2 together, which is easy peasy. So you're meant to do this using size 3.25mm needles and then switching to 4mm. I don't have any needles that are close to 3.25. My smallest is 4, so I'm just going to stick with 4. It'll mean that the rib isn't as tight around my leg, but that's fine, because I am hoping that these are going to fit me. Okie dokie. So we are going to cast on 50 stitches. So we'll leave a little bit of length. But how's everybody doing? I hope you're all good. Have you had a good weekend? What did everybody get up to this weekend? We did nothing. The weather was terrible. My little girl's coming down with a pretty bad cough. I've sent her to school today because she wasn't too bad, but I did send her to school. She's coming down with a bit of a nasty cough. So, we did absolutely nothing. only ever knitted on stream once before, I believe. And that was the scarf that I made for my niece, I think. So it's cool to be knitting on here again. I mean, I haven't done a creative stream in ages, it feels like. Because I didn't do... Oh, because I didn't end up making an Ori, I just played the game and I didn't end up doing it, so that was a bit sad. And I just haven't done a crochet a creative stream since. And I've got lots. Oh, we did. We did the last one was the. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. That's why I can't think. My words aren't coming out. The last one we did was the cross stitch watering can. That was it. You love how I've cast on. You've never seen it done like that. This is how my grandma taught me. So I learned how to knit when I was like 5, I think, if not a bit younger. Maybe no, it would have been 5 or 6, I think. And that's just how she taught me to cast on. I was taught. We did like a class about it because. So for those that don't know, I'm an occupational therapist, and we did a class on knitting. On my course, and the woman there taught me how to cast on using 2 needles, which was really weird. And then I was like, no, I can't do that. And I watched I watched a tutorial on how to do the double-ended needle thing, double-pointed needle pattern, and she was like doing this crazy thing where she like made a loop and then she pulled it through and then that's how she cast it on. And I was like, that's just crazy. Like, that's so complicated. So I just do it like this. So I just hold it like that, wrap it around my finger. My needle goes under there. I wrap that round from bottom to top, pull the loop over, and I'm on. And then, because I think this is classed, is it? Because I think I saw somewhere that was like chain on, cast on with like a knit stitch or cast on with a purl, and I was like, so I don't know whether that changes how this kind of little bit looks. So then your first row is a bit different. I don't know, but because maybe you could like, you couldn't really cast on like that. Maybe if you wrap it that way, go back. I don't know. Yeah, it's just how I was taught by my grandma to cast on. Wonder if it's more traditional. I hold the yarn in my hand and move the needle to cast it on. It looks like the same exact thing, just in a different motion. Yeah, I think that's what that woman was doing. I think with the double pointed video thing that I watched, I think she was doing it in the same way. It just looked so complicated because she was doing it using like a different motion. Yeah, I just find this is just, yeah, how I was taught. Could be a more traditional way. It's one of the reasons why I hold my yarn when I crochet so funny and my crochet hook funny, because I crochet as if I'm knitting. So I will move the yarn around my crochet hook rather than picking up the yarn with the crochet hook. And that's probably because I learned how to knit first. Just a funny one. There's even an exclamation mark weird, I think, that explains my weird, because people used to come in and mention it all the time. You hold your crochet very strange. Remember that about your crochet stream? It's unique. That's what makes me unique. There you go. Yes, some crochets weirdly. It's like knitting, but not. The only thing I will say with this cast on method, I don't know, because I haven't tried other ways, I don't know if they're the same, but with this one, the first, like this row to knit into can be quite difficult because the stitches are quite tight. You can make them looser, like just don't pull it as tight, I guess, but I find that then it looks all uneven and a bit messy and I don't like it. So after the first row it's fine, but that might be the same with all cast-ons, I just don't know because I don't do it. And every time I say cast on, I think of Gaston, and that's really throwing me off. Yeah, but not. Lilac made that because people kept asking. Alright, let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Aha, we've done 2 more. Excellent. I'll just double check. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 20. 10. 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, didn't take one more off. There we go, sorted. So there we go, there's our cast on. It looks really small. There is a size thing. So she's size 5, 6 or 7, which is a US 7, 8 or 9. But for the cast on it's just 50, so it's kind of the same around, but it's going to be stretchy because we're doing a double rib. So that'll be fine. But yeah, it's more of like when I was doing the one for the double needle sock, the double pointed needle sock, I found that it says on there to measure around the widest part of your foot, and then that's how you know how big to do the sock. So that was interesting. So I wonder if further down, kind of towards more of like the end of the foot, is where it's going to get a bit bigger, because I'm a size 7. So it's one thing I love about doing stocking stitch on the double pointed needles is you just do knit all the way around over and over, because you're going around in a circle, you're never on the wrong side. You just knit forever. Brilliant. Okay, so we're doing see, this is what I mean. Oh, it says to do 10, but your ribbing should measure approximately 1.5 inches. So we are going to knit 2, purl 2, knit 2 and carry on, and then start with a purl. So purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. It's easier when it always starts on the same thing. So if it was always knit 2, purl 2, it'd be easier, because then I wouldn't have to remember which row I was on. That's okay. Back in a minute, gonna grab something to work on, no worries. So knit 2. See what I mean about how these needles are, I love them so much. I think they were like, I picked up a lot of my needles. So some of them are from my grandma, and then the rest are from a local charity shop. I went and had a look in there, and they happen to have loads of them. Always ask in charity shops. Sometimes they have to keep them behind the counter because technically they're shop. Or some of them, that's where some of them keep them. So just ask. But I went in there and they had loads of sets that I swear look brand new. And they were like 10p a pair of needles. I was like, oh my god. So I got loads from there. So these are the most expensive ones I got. These were still only like, I think these were £3.50, £4.50, something like that. Isn't too bad, I don't think. So I nearly bought a set of cheaper ones, because for like that price, maybe a bit more, it was like £7. You can buy a set of circular needles with loads of different sized needles, but I was just worried that they wouldn't be great to work with. A lot of them are bamboo ones that I saw online, and I'm sure they're fab, but I was just worried that they wouldn't be, and I liked the look of these and thought I would treat myself. because I struggled with what size of this to get, like the little wire. So I can't remember what I went with. It's not very long though. I want a set where you can change the like wire length. I don't know how well it would attach here. It'd probably keep coming off, which would be annoying, but it would be cool if you could have a set where you could change the wire in case you wanted something different, because I was like, well, if I want to make socks, I need it smaller, but if I want to make a hat, I need it bigger. And you can do this thing where you like halfway in your project, you pull this through, so it's just kind of not in the way. But even then, that kind of like, I'm like, I haven't tried it yet. We shall see. And the thing is, even though these stitches can be really tricky, because these needles just glide over each other, it's so easy. Not sponsored. I wish I was sponsored. And this yarn is fab too. And I don't knit very fast. But that's because I haven't done it in... I didn't do it for a very long time, and then I learned how to crochet, so I really didn't do it. I was crocheting instead, and then about 6 months ago, I think, maybe a year ago, I picked it back up. I have been really enjoying it. Because I didn't know what to do today, because it had been a little while. I've got some cross-stitch stuff to do. But one of them is a Christmas one, so I'm trying to save it for December. And then I've got like, obviously there's always something to crochet, but again, I wanted to do like a pumpkin little, like the dice bags that I do, but a pumpkin one. And I wanted to make some more pumpkins, and I wanted to make like a ghost and stuff. The kids want a ghost, but again, I want to save that for October. So I was like, and I was like, I know. Make some socks. And it actually popped into my head because I was browsing Pinterest and the pattern popped up. I do love Pinterest. It's terrible though. I found myself on there for hours. Just, I've got so many boards of different things. The other thing I nearly made today was some cat toys. So for those that don't know, I'm getting a cat in October. I'm so excited. My sister keeps sending me videos of him and he's so freaking cute. So we're getting a cat in October, and I was like, oh, I'll make some cat toys. And there's some really cute ones. But we might do that next time, but I wanted to give these a go. So if you guys haven't, here's the CTT link, so you can tweet out the stream. I popped it in the Discord, I believe, and on Twitter, so... BBC News. Would a bigger house make you happier? Probably. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now, on this row, because we're on the second one, we need to purl to begin with. See, this was something I never liked doing, was switching between purl and knit, but now I feel like I am much more comfortable doing it. It's the same with like the crocheted hats. I used to hate doing the rims on them, the brims, sorry, where you'd like, because you crochet it separately to give it the ridges. And I used to hate doing it, and then now I'm like, it's fine. I enjoy that bit. Weird, because I've been making stock because me and my friend are hoping to do a craft fair some point, maybe this year, maybe next year, but we definitely want to do one. So I've been making some stuff, and I've obviously said to family, I was like, if you want some things, let me know. So I've got plenty of time to make them. So I knitted my niece a scarf last year. My sister got so many compliments on it. She was like, I need the matching hat now. Like, That's fine, I can do that. So pearl knit. Yeah, so the sticky ones are pearl, so that's a knit. Hi Lady of Wolves, how are you? Have a seed stitch stuff going at the moment, switching between knit and pearl slows me down so much. Yes, that's what I made. Hers is a rib scarf, but I made myself and my 2 daughters all seed stitch scarves last year out of chunky yarn. In fact, there's one over there, I can grab it because I wore it today. So this was like over a year ago now. So this is the seed stitch scarf I made. And I love it. It's so warm and comfy. And it's an infinity one. It goes all around in a circle. It's a bit old now, but yeah, I love that scarf. Thank you. The yarn, I don't know if you're in the UK, but the yarn was from a shop called B&M. And it's like chunky stuff. And then they had, my other daughter has one that's blue with like multicolored speckles. And the other one is white with multicolored speckles. No, it's acrylic, I believe. Yeah, it's acrylic. I think I have a ball of it actually, because I bought some, because I'm sending Lilac a package. I bought some for her. Oh, here it is. I did buy her some. I bought Lilac some. Oh, you're in the US, I see. Hi, get in my mailbox, how are you? Yeah, I'm making socks today for the first time. This is it. It's £2. It is 97% acrylic, 3% viscose. But it's 97% acrylic, but it's so soft. It's so soft. And I've got all the chunky yarn that's acrylic and it's quite scratchy, but this isn't. I don't know if it's the viscose stuff that's in it, I don't know, but it's nice and it's really nice and chunky. Yeah, it's really pretty. And like I say, there's another one. I've done a white one. Hang on, they're up there. I'm telling you, I can just go and grab them. Ooh. Lilac, thank you for the host. So this is the white one. It's like it's not white, it's like a creamy colour. But it's got all different colours in, so that's my youngest. All different multicolours in. These are, again, these are a year old now, so they're a bit... Hi Lilac Love! And then this is the blue. So, don't have streamer mode on. What do you mean? Don't have streamer mode where? In Discord? I don't have Discord open. There's the blue. Posted a picture of what I got to work on. Ah, I better open Discord. Yeah, I'm impressed by how they've kept up, especially with 2. I'll open Discord. Hang on. Especially when they've been well worn by 2 children, but hasn't recognised you as live. Oh, it never does. It always takes forever. It popped up the other day in the live streaming bit. It popped up and it was like, Meebot always takes forever to let people know. A big granny square blanket, only about 2 by 2 foot right now, but I'm excited to see it grow. I love it. I've been working on a granny stripe blanket using like scraps of yarn in loads of different colours and I love it. It's beautiful. I don't know, Alec, that's weird. Very weird. Hello my lady, hello my honey, hello my ragtime gal. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Well, how to do?
Lady of Fools, thank you very much for the follow. Get in my mailbox. I hope you're alright, honey. Pearl knit. We're doing another knit. Oop. We weren't doing another knit, we were doing a purl. Hang on. Purl, knit, purl, purl, knit. Yeah, so they were good. They just take a long time. They weren't too bad because the yarn's that thick. It was pretty quick to work up. The rib stitch little scarf that I made for my niece took forever because it was on like 4mm needles. Took forever. But it was really cute because it's in like black sparkle yarn. Just like black yarn with a silver sparkle through it. So she loves it. No worries, Lilac. Yeah, the Me bot, if that's what you mean, it never picks, like, even, I mean, with me in my own Discord, it's not too bad, but I've told other people if they go live and the bot doesn't put them as live to just stick it in the live channel. Because the other week, on Friday, like a few weeks ago, last time we streamed, it didn't, like, put us in there until I'd, like, finished. And I was like, well, good job, bot. That's real helpful, that is. But yeah, we're making socks today. I've never made socks before. I did show at the beginning of the stream, but I'll show you once I finish this row. That last night in kind of preparation, I tried to use double pointed needles for the first time. So these socks are knitted flat and then you sew them up. But I picked up some double pointed needles ages ago and figured I'd give them a go as well, so we could have a different way. So this is how that's going. Oh, hang on, I got a beep. Sorted. Good morning, Love Oggy, how are you? It is, I'm addicted already. Especially with these. It was a little tricky to begin with because I've never used them before, and I used, I found a YouTube video for the pattern that I wanted. And it's so much fun. I feel like a badass wizard. My boyfriend walked in last night and he was like, he just looked at me, shook his head and carried on because he was like, what are you doing with 4 needles like that? I'm like, I'm a wizard. But I wanted to try it because I want to make hats and stuff. And I like making them flat, but I've seen some cool ones and the patterns are in like the round or on DPNs. So yeah, there's my little sock. There's the rib. It's so cute. But yeah, I feel like a wizard. Because my grandma, like I say, my grandma taught me how to knit when I was young, but she only ever taught me blankets, really. Like, that's all we ever did. So I'm teaching myself all the other stuffs. I use 5. It came with 5. So this is what I picked up. It was 25p from Abercan, which is like a craft shop in the UK. It was only 25p, so it's amazing. And it says set of 4 needles, but there were 5 in it. Here's the 5th one. And when I looked up the video for the pattern, the woman on it said you can use 5 if you want to. I was like, I better stick with 4 for the first time. So, and because I knew I was doing this flat one today, I wanted to try a thingy on. But that's crazy. You really are a badass wizard using 5. I used them for the first time to make a dragon scale pouch, and whoo boy, I had issues with jumping from needle to needle and laddering. Yeah, that's what I was worried about, was where it jumps. But, I mean, we'll see when it comes off the needles what it looks like. But so far, I've really gotten in the rhythm of it. I really enjoyed it, so we'll see when it comes off. We'll see. But it is a lot of fun so far. It's amazing how it goes, and every needle is a little accomplishment. Hell yeah! Yep, I can give you a link. A permit, sorry. There you go. So I've done knit, purl, knit. Oh. Yes, I would love a pattern. These ones were from, it's in my Discord, the DPN ones I'm doing. No, it's not in my Discord. I didn't put it in my Discord. It's on my Pinterest. I know it's on my YouTube. My YouTubes. Let's see what it's called. History. Go Your Own Way.
Your heel on your foot.
They're called Go Your Own Way socks by Nitpicks. That's who made the pattern. No, I can't even see because the thing's over there. There we go. You can't even see that on there. Go Your Own Way by Nitpicks. You could do them top down or toe up. So I'm doing them top down. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. If you get to the heel, contact me and I'll help you out because I had issues. Ah, yeah, that's what I'm worried about with this one is the heels. Oh, they're cute. Oh, I love the yarn that they've used on all of these. Thank you. I'll save this. There we go. In fact, I'll pop it in the Discord. So there's a patterns channel in my Discord that I chuck all the crochet patterns and knitting patterns and all sorts that I find in, so that I can find them myself if I want to come back to them, or other people can use them. So if you find any, then you're more than welcome to chuck them in there. But thank you. I'll definitely have a look for that. I'll have a look at that one. Knit burl, knit burl. I think I just typed in like, on Pinterest I just put like socks, and then on YouTube I typed in like socks in the round for beginners, I think, and then that Nitpicks one was like the first one to pop up, so that's why I did that one. They're just very small right now. I think I could have made them a bit bigger, but I don't mind too much for the first one. My kids can wear them. These ones though, these are going to be in my size, hopefully. Of course, you have a collection of sock patterns. Oh. I'm so excited. I love like woolly socks for Christmas. Like when it gets really cold, I wear them all the time because I hate having cold feet. So I figured, why not make my own? Don't understand how it could work in the flat. If you do ! pattern, there is a link to the pattern, and that might help. It was just, I just looked for socks, and this happened to be one that popped up. And because I've not done them in the round before and I was a bit intimidated, I thought, oh, I'm sure I could do them flat. So I figured I'd give it a go. Although now I kind of wish I'd just done them in the round, because I like that. But yeah, when I first was like, I want to make some socks, doing it in the round was a bit intimidating. The seam might hurt. Yeah, Alexa, stop. That's what I thought when I was thinking about it last night, about how you'd sew them up. I was like, surely the seam would be right down the bottom, like the middle of your foot. So we'll see. Hopefully I can kind of sew it quite flat maybe. I mean, even however like soft this yarn is, there's still going to be a ridge, I would assume. So yeah, I'll just have to see how it goes. I can always make one and then decide. So baby socks are good practice. They go through all of the steps: cuff, leg, heel, foot, toe, and they don't take too long. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because my daughter wants some for her baby Annabelle as well. So it's like, I could make loads of socks for baby Annabelle. I thought that would be a good practice. I nearly said that out loud, Zia. I've got kitty treats. I've got a basket with toys in, and then 2 different kinds of kitty treats already. Nothing else for the cat. Just toys and kitty treats, which I feel is acceptable. I got another, my mum went to, so my little brothers love the cats. So the cats are my sister's. Her cats had kittens and we're having one of them. So my mum took my brothers over to visit yesterday because they're obsessed with them. And she sent me some pictures and some videos, and the other cat has a home now. He's going to another family member. But my cat, the one that we are getting, is bigger than the other one, and he was like, in the pictures, he was like bopping the other one on the head, and they were like play fighting, and he was just like laid on top of him. I was like, oh my god. My sister did say that the cat that we picked was the most active one out of the two. I was like, oh my god. I'm gonna have a crazy cat, but it's gonna take after me. And then it's funny in the picture because you can just see the mum behind them, like watching them from under a chair. I'll get the picture up in a second. But it's so cute. They're getting so big now. It's crazy how big they've gotten. So they were a month old yesterday. So they'll be ready to pick up on the 9th of October because that would be 2 months. Well, as long as that's 8 weeks, around about that time, they'd be 2 months old. But I think my sister, I think we're getting them like maybe the week after that or the week after. I don't know. But then we will introduce him on the stream. I'm so excited. Then we can have kitty friend, have a real kitty. Because I was looking at this cat that we got down here, because I've got some Kappa points on the Kappamon website that I can spend. And I was like, So I didn't know whether to buy one of the variants of the cat. And I was looking and I was like, maybe I could get one that looks like my cat. But I wanted to ask you guys, because I don't know if you want to keep the white kitty, because that one's the one we've always had. Or whether you want to change it. That's what I was going to do. Because I think they have one that looks like my cat. Cat reached full size in about 6 months. Yeah, and these ones are pretty big. He's going to end up pretty big if he's anything like the mum and dad. Big and so fluffy. I cannot wait. Let me show you the picture. This is, you follow me on Instagram at the minute and it's just like crochet knitting stuff, and then in like 2 months it's just going to be cats. Just lots of cats. So there they are playing. That's the one we're having. That's the other. See how much bigger? I mean, even this picture. It's hard to see because they're playing. And then you can just see the mum under the chair. Like, what are you doing? Because they've got like a little playpen thing. Because they were climbing out of their box. Obviously they're bigger now. So they were climbing out of their box. So she got them a little playpen. And it's all nice and comfy in there, which is lovely. Yeah, so we've got the cat here, and then there's black, grey, tabby or Jersey. So the tabby is probably the closest to my cat. Because it's got the stripes on his head, although it's like in this colourway on the website, it's like orange and pink. Oh yeah, and there's a cat in a jersey. So there's just black, grey or tabby. The grey is almost blue. I bought the black cat because I thought that was quite witchy, but when I add him into the stream, I don't know if it's because of the purple background or what, he looks blue. So I can show you that. If I go on, hang on, I'm gonna buy. Let me buy the use my points. Let's buy the tablet one and I'll show you. There's a lot of people probably right now that are like, I really don't care. So this is the black one. It should change in a minute. Kitty, I choose you. If I refresh him, he will. There you go. So he's cute. He doesn't look as blue now, but he did. And then there's the tabby cat. So I just didn't know because we've always had the, there's a little tabby cat. Who's so cute. We've always had the white one. So the tabby cat almost looks like a tiger, but you see what I mean? Where it's like orange and pink. But yeah, so I'm going to put it in the Discord. Let's put him back to white for now, I think. I'm going to pop it in the Discord and let people decide what they think. And we'll go from there. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Russian blues or something like that. Yeah. They were just a bit, I don't know. I just wish that it was like you see the cat up there where it's like actually white and then orange and like a browny black colour. That's what I kind of wish this one looked like rather than like pink and orange. But hey ho. So I think that was a pearl row. Yes. This is a knit row. They do like competitions now where you can, if you win, you get to pick like a recolor, I think, of like a model or like a reskin or something like that. So maybe then I could get the kit. I'm just excited. I want it to be October already. I don't think he'll change until I refresh him, maybe. He can stay like that one for now. Yeah, if it was just more orange and brown, then I'd probably go with that one. But we've always had the white kitty, that's why I didn't know. But like I say, I'll pop it in Discord with a little poll thing and people can decide. I have loads of ideas for Halloween. I'm actually going to be doing a cooking stream. I need to announce all this in Discord. We're going to do a cooking stream. We're gonna do which might also be a multi-stream with my stepdaughter. She wants to come and stream with me. So we're gonna do a little bit of a baking stream. I've got some different like trick or treat things I want to do, different incentives for like follows and subs and stuff. I want to do some kind of scary game again, seeing as, you know, the last one went so so well. Not so well. So yeah, that's all on the cards. Persian blue, I think it is. Oh no, I am wrong indeed. It's Russian. Ah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a reason why they did it like that, but against my purple background, I think it looks weird because it doesn't look that kind of. They look different on the website because it's a white background. The last one went perfectly. What do you mean that's so? I didn't get very far, and I think I played it once. Oh no, what was the other one that we did? We did Outlast, which was the one that went terribly because I couldn't play it. It was so terrifying. But I played one before that where there was the creepy like naked mutated thing that tried to eat me in that room. What game was that? Penumbra. I think that was it. That was terrifying. You even got lost in an area with them. It's scary. Hey, Firewatch was scary to me. And that isn't even meant to be a scary game, I don't believe. So yeah, again, if anyone has any suggestions of any scary games they'd like to see me play, let me know and I will write them down, because I do have I'm finally getting organised and doing things properly, and I have a notebook where I'm writing down ideas for stuff. So I have like, so far I've got a creative page where I put all my creative ideas down. I've got a page and then I've got pages for holidays. So there's like one for Halloween, one for Christmas. So any ideas will be welcome. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodliness, but buy it from GOG because they include the community patches and Steam doesn't. Ah, I see. Ori and the Blind Forest. We're playing Ori and the Blind Forest at the moment. So normally I do creative streams on a Monday and Tuesday, and then we do a game on a Thursday, and then I dual stream with Lilac on a Friday. But recently, because I've been playing Ori, we're just playing through Ori. So what's going to be happening this week is we're going to have, and what's going to be happening for in a few weeks. So another announcement I need to put in Discord. In a few weeks, I start a course that is on a Thursday morning. So I'm going to have to have Thursdays off and stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and have the Thursday off. So what I'm going to do from now on probably is, well, what I am going to do, I think, is a creative stream on a Monday and then games Tuesday, Wednesday, and then multi-stream on a Friday. I think so. Anyway, I wish I could do 2 streams a day, so I could do like crochet in the morning and a game at night, but I just can't do it. Or like stream on a weekend, which the kids want me to do because they want to come and dual stream with me. And we've got a couple of games lined up for that, like Adventure Pals and stuff. So hopefully we'll do some weekend streams too, but I just need to stream all the time to fit everything in. Basically what it's come to. But yes, I love Ori and the Blind Forest. I'm so excited to play the new one. Hi Kirsty love, how are you? Decided to buy knitting needles today. Oh my lord, I can't get to grip with them at all. Oh no! What have you tried so far? Are you just... What are you struggling with? Casting on? Just knitting? Like the normal knit stitch? What is it that you're struggling with? It's so hard. I'm great, thank you. I'm doing really good. I'm glad you're good. It's so hard because I get in these moods where I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to be a fully creative streamer and I'm just going to do creative stuff all the time because I love it so much. And then I'll play a game and I'm like, well, I'm just going to be a game streamer because I love playing games so much. And I just can't. I like... have to do... I love doing them both so much. But I'm like, that's why I kind of set the schedule of Monday, Tuesdays were creative, Thursday, Fridays were games. But it's hard when you're playing a game and then you only get 1 day a week to play it. It makes it really difficult. That was the problem with The Witcher. Because just playing it once a week for like 2 hours just was not practical at all. Every week I'd forget what I did the last week and forget the controls and I wouldn't know what I was doing, and it was just such a pain in the ass. Bloodliness, yes. Bloodliness. I have such a way with words. Let's try a simple few rows. The needle slips out of my hands. Ah, I bought a very long set and a circular set. I think I might set with the circular to learn. I learnt with normal ones. When I was younger, obviously the needles looked enormous. So what I used to do, and how my grandma taught me, and how she does it, is she anchors the needle. So she has, in this hand, she has this one with the stuff on, and then this one, if it was just a long straight needle, she'd anchor it under her arm. And that's how I learned how to knit, with it anchored under my arm. And then you don't have to hold it, it's just kind of freehand under your arm. This is where I wish I had my face cam so I could show you. You wouldn't need to use this hand to hold it, the needle's stuck under your arm kind of thing, so it's held there, and then you can use your 2 hands. That's how I was taught. I don't know, I don't really do it too much anymore because I'm bigger now, so the needles aren't as long. So if I do that, I'd be like practically like knitting on my boob. So yeah, but that might be something that you could try if your needles are longer. A lot of mine are shorter now because I don't have the original. I have like 1 pair of original ones from my grandma. The rest I gave to a friend. Yeah, or try the circular ones. I love, these are my first pair of circular needles and I love them. I absolutely adore them. That's why I'm using them for this. They're like my favourite thing. Definitely going to be buying more pairs of these particular ones. I think these are Knit Pro, I think. So good. A little bit more expensive. They were like £4, £3, £4 for the set for this, but so good. Short travel size sets are better for starting out, in my opinion. Yeah, it might be easier because then you don't have so much needle to work with. It's kind of like, yeah, they're like 35 centimeters long. Give them another go. Yeah, it's just, a lot of it's just about trial and error. You'll find a way to get it comfy. Okay. Let's see. So we've got a little bit more to go. I didn't think I'd quite got there yet, but I thought I'd check. So we're going for 4 centimeters, which is here where my nail is up here. So probably about double what we've done. It says to do 10 rows, but I don't remember how many I've done, and I haven't been using my row counter. So we'll just go with length. It says repeat rows 1 and 2 4 more times until 10 rows of ribbing have been completed. Your ribbing should measure approximately 1.5 inches 4 centimeters. So I think I've done 3, so maybe 2 more rows, 2 more of each, so 4 more rows, and hopefully it should be around about this time. You'll find what type of needle to you. I found I prefer bamboo or wood, or metal needles to plastic ones. Yeah, I much prefer these metal ones to my plastic ones. That's why I'm using them today, because obviously I'm not really using the circle feature, but I love these metal ones. I haven't tried bamboo. That was what I was, before I got these, I was going to buy a set of bamboo circular needles, because you can buy a set where you get like 10 different sizes, and that's what I was going to do. Then I saw these and I was like, you know what, we'll try these first, because I don't want to buy all those needles if I'm not going to like using them. And I've never used bamboo before either, so I figured I'd try out circular ones first, see how I found circular needles and whether I wanted to do them or not, and then maybe get one set of bamboo as well eventually to try them out and just see. But like I said, if you're, you know, you're near thrift shops or charity shops, things like that, ask in there, because like the one near me has needles. They keep them behind the counter, so you have to ask, but they're like 10p a pair, and they have all different kinds, metal, plastic, wood ones, whichever, you know, all different kinds, circular ones, these are the weird ones, and they have all different kinds of crochet hooks too. So they were like 10p a pair, which is crazy. So it's a nice way of going, well, you know what, it's not a lot of money, I will get them from here and try them, and then if I like them, then I'll buy a more, you know, expensive pair or whatever. It gives you a rough idea before just diving in. They slide off the yarn nicely. I find plastic ones, the yarn tends to stick. Yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted to do them with this today. And this yarn is, I think it's, where did I put the thing? This yarn's super soft. It's 78% premium acrylic, 22% cotton, and it is so soft. And it is just gliding on these needles. It's glorious. Love it. Let me know if the music's too loud or too quiet. It should be alright. I turned it down a bit because it was getting a bit loud. Oh, bugger. It was getting a bit loud. That's the only thing we're using. These will get all crazy. Oh, where's my... I need to write that down, Zia. Let me get my notebook. I have 1,000 notebooks, but I never use them because I'm worried that I'm going to use it and then regret what I've used it for, or it's not going to be neat. So this is my Streamy notebook. Look, my little My little sloth post-its, they're so cute. So this is a quick look, Halloween stuff. Halloween ideas for the stream. Christmas ideas for the stream. So, spooky game stream. Vampire. The Masquerade. There you go. Thank you very much. But yeah, so I just write them down in here now. So I used to have bits of scraps of paper all over the desk, and it was ridiculous and I could never find anything, so I figured I should get my act together. And that was one of the things that I kind of thought about when I had the little break, the almost 3 weeks off. I was like, if you're coming back to this, do it properly. So that's what I'm doing. And I was also worried about circular needles, about the part where the needle meets the plastic, about how it like sliding on, how well it would go and whether it'd catch and stuff, and it doesn't at all. Fabulous. But yeah, hopefully you can hear the music. Should be able to. Like I said, I'm always fiddling with my sound volumes. I turned my microphone down a bit because I noticed that was like crazy loud. One day I'll get it sorted. It's difficult because of where my computer is. It's just like in the middle of a room, and it's quite a big room, so I don't really have any like sound dampening or anything like that. And this microphone is good, but it picks up everything, like anything that happens in the house, you can hear it. So eventually a new microphone would be nice, but this one works for now. It's good if like I'm dual streaming because it'll pick us both up really easy, but in the long run, something a bit different. Finish on a pearl. There we go. I've played through the game twice a couple of years ago and it's really good. It's not too much scary, and considering I hate jump scares, I can say I only really had one. Good. Because I mean, I love scary games. I hate scary games so much. So much. Right, I think that was 2. Check the measurement before I carry on. I think that was 2 rows, so maybe one more. Well, that's coming out at 1.5 inches. Oh, not quite. Yeah, 2 more, and then we'll be ready to start a stocking stitch, which is just a row of knits and a row of frills. Yeah, cool. I'll have a look at it then. I'll definitely have a look at it. So yeah, thank you for the suggestion. I've got a couple on the PC already, so I'll probably add those into like the suggestion list and have a look at those. We'll see. I mean, the game that my boyfriend works on, and they made the first game, the team that he's on, and then they're working on the second one now, is technically a zombie game. So we could actually play that. But we'll see. Because I don't think I'd find that, maybe I'd find it as scary. but I've never played it. I just see all the development stuff. So maybe I wouldn't find that scary, although I get so immersed in games so quickly that I probably would still find it scary. Even though one of the shops is named after me. It's basically a scary game where for the most part you get to be the scary thing. That's what I need. I need to be the monster. That would help me. I think I'd make a good monster. I can be scary. I think. The only thing is the company that made it went under before they could finish it. And Steam ships that version. I can't read that word. I'm not even going to embarrass myself by trying. There was some community patches that fix a whole bunch of bugs. Okay, so that's why you said buy it, get it through the other place. Right. Okay, I'll write that down. That's a shame that they went under before they could finish it. You know, even just so it can get, you know, it's out there and it's completed form, but it's cool that the community have kind of pulled together to help. That's sad. Oh, as far as I know. I'm not down with these cool kid lingos. I'm just Granny Sam. Knitting some socks. This is going to be a really nice big cuff. These are going to be so comfortable and so fluffy. Come on, crazy thing. What are you doing? Buy my stuff on GOG because no mandatory client and their installers are manageable. Also, no DRM nonsense. Sounds good to me. I only really use Steam and then like random launchers for the things like the Battle.net launcher or whatever, and Origin. So, but I only really use Steam. I shall have a look, see? Not sure what other scary games I've got, to be honest. I know I have some. But I want to finish it this time too, so it'll be like I'm not just going to do, you know, one stream, hopefully. I'm hoping to do like an actual, as far as I can get, playthrough like during the month of the scary game. Which might mean that we don't play, depending on when we finish Ori, we might not get a lot of 2 Point Hospital done. The only problem is, I stream in the morning, which is a terrible time to stream anyway because like no one's awake or everyone in the UK is at school or at work. It's not the best time to be streaming. And I mean, I still get scared because I'm such a wuss, but I feel like doing it at night time would be so much better. We'll see. I'll try and figure something out. I don't think my boyfriend would mind the noise if I did a scary stream because he'd be too busy laughing at me. Because he wants me to play scary games all the time. Because he knows how scared I get. He's just mean. He's just a meanie. These needles are so silky, smooth and slippy. I keep losing stitches. It's okay. needle in the right place and then I would lose them. There we go. Scary games are funny till your gaming chair it's fun. It's very true. It's very true. I just get so scared so easily. And I get so immersed in the game. Things like I say, like Firewatch, aren't even meant to be scary games, but I thought it was terrifying. Because I was just expecting things to happen. I mean, it doesn't help when everyone in your chat's going, yep, there was definitely someone in that tree. Thanks, guys. But, yeah, it was scary. Okay, so we need to do... See, this is the bit that... Before, at least, it gave me an inch thing. This says... do stocking stitch row 1 and row 2 19 more times until 40 rows of stocking stitch have been completed. So I'm going to have to use my row counter because it doesn't give me an inches thing. Because otherwise I'd just go by inches, but it doesn't. And I mean, here is where you could make your socks longer or shorter. I'm just going to follow the pattern for now. I feel like that's probably my best course of action. So... Now we're just knitting all the way across. We do 1 row of knitting and then we do 1 row of purling. And it gives us what is called a stocking stitch. And it's kind of like that flat. I have the hats here. I made this yesterday. This kind of flat. This is the ribbed bit that I'm doing that we've already done, and then this will be the stocking stitchy flat bit. When Morrowind came out, I was wandering in the dark near a Daedric ruin, had headset on, middle of the night, and heard a ball netch make a sound, and my character came out of the chair. I bet. We played Penumbra, which was absolutely terrifying. Because there's like that weird, like, I don't know what it is, whether it's like an experimental thing that's like chasing you around the building. That was horrible. And then we played Outlast, which, I mean, on that day I actually got a phone call from, I think it was my mum, who needed me for something. Or was it the school? I can't remember, but I got a phone call from somewhere, so I had to finish a bit early anyway. It was absolutely terrifying. I'm so bad with jump scares and stuff like that. It was just terrifying. There's highlights and clips and all sorts from it, because it was just terrifying. Yeah, I thought the Silt Striders made wolf sounds and was so freaked out thinking there was a wolf pack hunting me. No, I don't think I played Morrowind. No, I haven't. I played the other one. Morrowind is the second one, right? We played the first one for a bit. I wasn't very good at it. I'm not very good at many games. Jack of all trades, master of none. The third one. I played the... I can't even remember which one it was. My boyfriend bought me it in the Steam sale. Oh. Arena, Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. Oh! Oh, I'm thinking of something else, I think. That's why I'm thinking of a different game. Yeah, I played Oblivion and Skyrim. What game am I thinking of? I'm just looking now. Oh, that's another game I got recently, Conan Exiles. Oh, I'm thinking of Middle Earth. That's what I'm thinking of. That's why. Morrowind, Middle-earth. That's what I'm thinking of. Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. That's what I'm thinking of. Completely wrong. Sorry. I saw Morrowind and thought of Middle-earth for some reason. Yeah, I played Oblivion and Skyrim. I want them on the PC so that we can play them on stream. So I have them on the Xbox, and I haven't got very far on them because I don't really like console games, like console gaming. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at it on the PC either, but a bit better than on my Xbox. So yeah, I wanted them on the PC at some point. Yes. That's what I was thinking of. Just having a brain blip. Because there's the Elder Scrolls Online as well that I haven't played. I saw Lilac playing it. And a couple of other people. That looks pretty good because I don't, from what I read, yeah, from what I saw online, you don't have to pay a subscription fee to play it anymore, like a monthly subscription. It's just, you just buy the game, which is nice. Maybe one day we'll give that a go. Get the gold edition. What extra do you get with the gold edition? And I want to play through The Witcher again because I really love playing that. A lot of our sound effects are stupid things that I said while playing The Witcher. So it'd be nice to go back and play that again. But again, it's, you know, at the time I was playing it just on a Thursday every week. Because the other days I was either dual streaming with Lilac or doing creative stuff. And it was so difficult. There's so many hours in that game of gameplay, and to just play it 2 hours a week, it was taking forever. Which I didn't mind, but it was like every week I forgot what we were doing and what I had done and how to do certain moves, and it was just terrible. So if I did it again, I'd do it like we've been doing Ori, which is kind of just exclusively playing Ori 3 days a week. That's what I'd do. Exactly. Comes with several DLC and a mount. Nice. Very nice. Exactly. The lute, that comes from when we played Witcher. And the strumpets. There's quite a few from that. And I loved playing that. It's my kind of game. Quests and fantasy and all that kind of stuff.
Come to my store, I sell dumplings and crumpets. 2 for £1 and I'll promise no strumpets.
Exactly. Thanks, Sia. Exactly. I enjoyed that game. We'll get back to it. I think I took a break and then I was like, I don't want to hop into playing it after so long. I was just getting burnt out on it because it was just not, the way I was doing it just wasn't working. But I know now for the future. I do a lot of singing in the stream, especially when we're playing games. There tends to be a lot of singing, so yeah, that's always fun. Making up silly songs about silly things. I think are they the only ones? Oh no, looting. That's another one from the Witcher streams. Oh, I added in some new BTTV emotes too. Did I put it in Discord? Yeah, I did. I think so. So there is now an exclamation mark dance, and it'll do all the party blobs, or you can do them on your own, obviously.
Looting, looting, everything for free. Looting, looting, give it all to me.
Precisely. We We still need a looting. I need a looting emote because we use looting in like every game. We loot in all the games. So I got some new BTTV emotes that I found. So we have Estimation What Dance, which will do the party blobs. Kev asked for a Pepe Please, so I added in a, oh, there's 2 Pepe Pleases. And then I also found this sub-hype one. There was like 3 different ones depending on what colour you had. So you can do exclamation mark sub-hype and it will do them. I just need an actual hype emote, but I wanted my own. I didn't want to steal someone else's. But I think the sub-hype ones are there for other people to use because they were, like I say, there was like 3 different ones just with different colours, and there was just like sub-hype, sub-hype 1, sub-hype 2, I think. So yeah, they were just there to use. Playing Skyrim earlier, my husband got on to me for not grabbing everything that wasn't nailed down. Hell yeah! That's why we have the song. Looting, looting, everything for free. We just took everything. As you say, everything that wasn't nailed down. Got in my backpack. And then sold. That was glorious. Oh, I do miss playing Skyrim. I've not played it in my own time. Like, I don't have a separate save or whatever. I only played it on stream. I didn't want to spoil it for myself. I mean, I know there's like, even when I did like a little tester to make sure that it would run fine on stream, the quest that I did in that little tester, we never actually did when I played it properly on stream. So I wouldn't be too worried that I'd be completely like doing quests a second time around, but like the main story, I wanted to make sure that it was all new. I wasn't just, you know, doing it again. So yeah, I haven't gotten very far on it. But I'm not a kleptomaniac. I'm not. It was free. Told you I get immersed in games. I became Geralt. I was at one with Geralt. I became him. What would Geralt do? WWGD. What would Geralt do? Oh, I see that they're bringing out... Is it a movie or a TV series? I think it's a movie. Like a Witcher movie or a Witcher TV series. I can't remember. But I saw a post about they've cast the guy who's playing Geralt. He was pretty cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. Might do like a community movie night where we watch it or something. That'd be quite fun, I think. Need to start trying to do those because that's something that I can do in an evening, so that would be cool. My husband had a klepto character in Morrowind. He stole lanterns, pillows and dishcloths. That'd be me! I just steal everything. Steal all the things. It's all mine now. What would Geralt do? Loot all the things and all the ladies too. Oh yeah. Geralt loves a good strumpet. I was good. I skipped most of those scenes. We didn't have to see it, although I don't think I had to because it was part of the story. But I did. There's only so many boobies I can see. We definitely made Geralt a ladies man. He was with all the ladies. He was looting all the ladies. That's what I'm intrigued about. Who's going to play Yennefer? Can't wait to see their outfits. They're going to be amazing. Loot it all! So you're a dragon with a hoard. Yes. A hoarding problem. Loot it all. Loot it all. If it's not nailed down, it's mine. Loot it all. Loot it all. Exactly. Okay, there's the sock so far. So there's the ribbing, and then this is the stocking stitch, which is basically this bit, but without the other bit in between. I love the transition from the corally colour to the... This happened when I did this hat. It's so weird that for whatever reason the colour changed just as I finished the ribbing. Like, that wasn't on purpose. So you can't really see because of the light, but the ribbing is actually a light pink, and then this is white, and it's just happened again with this. The corally colour has just switched to the orange as the ribbing finished. It did. That worked out perfect. I couldn't have planned that any better. I couldn't have done that better if I tried. From what I can see in this yarn, there is a lot of this like peachy colour in this colour. There's not too much of the green and the blue, which I think is a nice thing. I do love the colours of these though. I'm glad I picked up this one and not... Normally I'd go straight for purple or blue, but I'm glad I went a little bit different this time. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to see how this feels when I wear it, with it having the seam up the back, because that's going to be right under my foot, and hopefully it's not too irritating. We shall see. If it is, I'll just have to take it apart and frog it. I have a chocolate spread sandwich for lunch. I've got some toast here and a cup of tea that I was meant to have while the stream was starting up, but I didn't get a chance to eat any of it. So I'm going to probably have to have a little bit of that for my lunch so it's not wasted, but I didn't buy myself anything at the shop. We don't really have too much in, so I might have to have a chocolate spread sandwich. But we've got Galaxy chocolate spread, so I am not complaining about that. I will be my old 6-year-old self. My 6-year-old self would be in heaven. Ribbit? Exactly. Which is even funnier because I have my frog tape measure. If they have, I might pick up another one of them if they have like a different animal. I was going to say I use it all the time, so, but I can still reuse it, but I like having, it's like, I need some more of these really as well, but I like having it just in case I can't find that one, or like I can put them with a specific project just so I know I've always got one with it. And I've got a couple of tape measures, but it's just they're just the long ones, and then when you start winding them up after a while they seem to stretch, and they're always in a mess. They're always like all folded up, and they never lay flat because they've been wound up, and yeah, they're just not great. So next time I go to the craft shop, which shouldn't be too far actually, me and my friend, like I say, are going to try and go to some craft fairs, so we shall see. We're doing a fun little project, maybe this week or next week. We are going to try and make some unicorn crayons, which I'm excited about. I've got to see actually, I'm going to Google and see if I can buy wax crayons, but like a pack of just one colour. So like, can I buy just like 20 pink crayons? That's what I want. Rather than having to buy loads of packs and only using a couple of colours out of them. I mean, we could use all of the colours for different things, but it would be nice to just know at least that I can get specific colours if I want them. Need to find a different one. Mine's a circular small tape measure that's in the bottom of a mouse pincushion. Cute but bulky. Yeah, my friend got me this one. Again, this is from Abercan, where I got those double pointed needles from. I'm not sure. You guys have, you're in the US, aren't you? I think you said. So they might do things like that at like Hobby Lobby, or that's what you have. We have Hobbycraft, so You guys have loads of them. We have like Abercan and Hobbycraft, and that's pretty much it. You guys have like Michael's and what was Hobby Lobby? Joann's, I think I remember someone saying. I don't know. It sounds amazing. I wish we had more stores. We have a couple on the markets. Like I go to the yarn stalls that are on the markets, but a lot of my stuff I have to get from like eBay or Amazon. Yeah, Hobby Lobby and Joann's are closest for me. Yeah, I end up getting a lot of it on Amazon. But I've never bought yarn online. My mum bought me some from online. But I personally have never bought yarn online because I like to squish it. So like if I was to buy yarn now, I wouldn't mind buying yarn that I know, like I've had it before, because then I know what it's going to be like. But I like squishing my yarn, so I should just take the leap. Because there's some like, we've only just started getting in like the I Love This Yarn stuff that you can get in America. We finally got some in our shops, but it's so expensive because obviously it's imported. It's so expensive, and they only had just plain colours. I was like, But I found someone in the UK that sells it, and the like purple variated one, and I was like, But I don't know what it'd feel like, you see. So I'm a bit like, but I should just take the leap and buy some yarn online. Because it probably, I mean, with all the discount codes and things like that, I mean, even buying from like one of the big shops like Hobbycraft works out cheaper sometimes online. You get like free delivery and then a discount code. Should just do that. I need to go back to Hobbycraft actually, because they have some really nice yarn in there that I want. And I haven't been for ages. We don't have one that's very close. Abercan's the closest one. And that one does like every craft you can think of. It's awesome. But I need some more white glue gun sticks because mine at the I'm having to use my glitter ones and the glue's not very strong. So when I'm making like hair bows and magnets, it's not brilliant. Unless you've already worked with a particular variety, I'd rather buy it in store, like you said, Tessie. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. Because I mean, like, I have two different yarns. They're both 100% acrylic. They're both the same weight. They're both chunky. But one's really soft and one's really scratchy. Like, looking at them online, you wouldn't know that unless people have put it in the review. But they're like, they're pretty much the exact same yarn. But the feel of them and the texture of them, like, one's so soft and fluffy and the other one's quite coarse and scratchy. But they're the same. It's weird. Like, I wouldn't know that unless I could feel them. I Love This Yarn is what I'm using on that scarf. Extremely soft. We get it at Hobby Lobby and we have sales on them occasionally. Yeah. We, like I say, we have it here, but it's really expensive. Like, I mean, not but like, it was like the same price as like a big cake of the like variegated stuff. I can't think of one of the brands that does it. So for what it was, especially because it was just the plain colours, I was like, a bit begrudged buying it. Although it did feel really awesome. Yeah, maybe one day. Like I say, this woman sold like a pack of 5, and it was like 15. What was it? £15, I think, altogether. So it worked out about £3 a ball, which is like, I mean, this was £1.60, but I've got some others that are like sparkly ones like that are easily like £3-4 a ball, so that wasn't a problem. So I might get those. They're very pretty. Have a particular brand of cotton I prefer to use when I make dishcloth rag. I've never made any dishcloths or like wash rags or anything. I've never used cotton. This is the first thing that I've ever used with any kind of cotton in it. And I have one ball of cotton yarn that I got in the sale, and it's black. Because that was the only colour that they had in the sale, but I really wanted to get some to try it. But I haven't kind of thought of anything to make with it yet. I should just do a little test piece of like nothing, but yeah. I kind of wish I'd spent a little bit more and got a colour I'd actually use. I mean, it's good to use for like faces because I do a lot of amigurumi, so it's good for faces, but I haven't really found anything that I want to make unless I want to make like a black dishcloth, which I mean I'm sure would be fine, but my friend wants me to make her daughter a hat and scarf for the winter, and they have this, I can't remember who it's by, but it's this super soft baby yarn, and it's kind of like, one of them is in these colours, and it is the softest thing I've ever felt in my life. I nearly bought a ball of it just so I've got some yarn upstairs that I don't think I'll ever use. It just is gorgeous. So I'd have to find like the right pattern for it, and this stuff is so gorgeous. I nearly just bought a ball of it just to have it. I need like a display shelf. They're like trophies. Yeah, I nearly bought a ball of it just to have, but I stopped myself because I thought I'm never going to use this, it's too pretty. And that's what she wants me to make her daughter a hat and scarf in, so I'm so excited to actually be able to use it. She's just got to, you know, get it and find a pattern that she wants me to use. But yeah, I'm so excited, and it's the softest yarn I've ever felt. But that's cotton, and it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Use metal needles on it. Ah, there's some cute patterns out there for washcloths, but you can also make dish towels too. Ooh, I have to have a look. I will have a look. Fab colour. Sorry, I've been lurking trying to knock out this baby sweater. Ooh. Oh, we're happy. I'm happy you're here. Very happy you're here. I was lurking in your stream the other day. Just lurking around. Getting my mailbox streams as well, so if you haven't, you can go check her out. Does awesome things. You're working on a baby sweater. Aww. That's also on my list of things to learn how to do. I got a pattern for a hat, scarf and mittens, and I've made the hat twice because it's super easy. It's another one that you make flat and then sew up rather than doing it in the round, actually. And the cardigan pattern is so cute. So that's one of my next projects, is to try and make I think once I've made the socks, we will, I'm going to try and make a cardigan for the first time. I'm so excited. Because I've got this really cute dinosaur one that I want to make for my nephew. But it's a bit advanced for me. I've done colour changing in knitting before because I made all my friends at uni knitted foam socks. I know, it's cool. But I had, I put all their names in them by like changing the yarn and knitted their names into it. So that bit's not too bad, but it's just the rest of the actual sweater that I'm struggling with. God lurks sometimes if I want to get anything done. Exactly. Exactly. I always end up lurking because I put Twitch on the telly. I don't have my PC on, apart from really when I'm streaming. So I put Twitch on the telly and then I'll sit and like crochet and stuff and watch it. But it's difficult because I can't like chat on the telly. I have to have it up on my phone as well and then use the chat that pops up on my phone if I want to talk. So that's why I end up lurking a lot of the time, because it's easier. And then I just sit and knit and or crochet or eat. As soon as I make the hub's lunch for work, I'll start on my scarf. Ooh. Love it. Love it. This is what I love about this community on Twitch, the crafty community. It's awesome. People are always, you know, everyone's very encouraging, and I love hearing about everyone's projects and what everyone's up to. It's fab. I hope Kirsty's getting on with her knitting okay. Sorry, you can do exclamation mark hands if my hands move and you can't see what I'm doing. It just tells me off. I need to put a sound effect on it so I actually hear it when it goes off. And hopefully over this week I will find my other camera so that I can do face cam even when I'm crocheting, which will be quite fun. Although all you're going to see is my staring face, not moving because I'm concentrating, but my mouth moving because I'm talking. Don't know how exciting that's going to be. But that does mean that when we do the scary stream, there's going to be a face cam, so you'll see me cry and squeal and scream. I'm also getting an outfit for Halloween and for the October. Well, I say outfit. I'm getting a hat. And then for the dual stream baking, we're going to dress up and do face paints and stuff, so that'll be fun. I don't know. I didn't know there were fibre arts on here until like 2 weeks ago. I knew about the painting and such, but yay, yarn, exactly. Exactly. No, one of my friends that I made on YouTube, Lilac, actually started doing crochet streams, and I was like, what? People watch you do that? Like, that's crazy. And then I found it and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. But there's a whole Twitch community called Naughty by Nature. I can do a link for it. This is a Twitch community I'm in where everybody in it does some kind of fibre arts, and it's like a whole stream team kind of thing. It's like a community. So you can find loads of people in there that do, you know, knitting, crochet, cross stitch. I think there's some in there that do beadwork. There's some that do leather work, woodwork. There's loads of people in there. Yeah, good people with a passion for it. Hello, Shadow, how are you? What's the thing on my finger? It's a row counter. So, rather than me, I used to jot it down on a piece of paper, like do a tally chart. But instead I use these, and they just attach onto your finger. They've got like an adjustable thing. And then you just press the button and it counts up, and then you can press this little button to reset it. So I use them as row markers, like row counters. And then they're on, like, I think I got them off Amazon for like 99p in the UK. Like, I don't know what that is in other currencies, but yeah, really, really pretty cheap for what they are, and they're awesome. So and apologies if you don't like being called Shadow. I don't know how to pronounce the first part of your name, and I don't want to... I butcher everyone's name, so I was trying not to butcher your name. But yeah, that's KBN, Naughty by Nature. A stream kind of community created by Little Blue Box, who crochets. And it's full of all kinds of people, so... yeah, it's awesome. Just realised my spelling is so not on point. You don't worry. Half the time I can't speak, let alone spell, so it is all good. Butcher everyone but mine. Yes, hello Lilac. Oh, let me do a shout for getting my mailbox actually while I remember. There you go. There's a link to Getting My Mailbox channel. If you haven't, you should go and check them out. There's also a link to Lilac, who is my lovely bestest friend. We stream together every Friday, me and Lilac do. We play a lot of games. Sometimes we do creative dual streams as well. But recently we've been doing a lot of game stuff. check them out. We're matchy-matchy with our row counters today. Yay! I need more purple ones. That's just me. In fact, I want like one of every colour so that I can have like a different colour with each project. I can have like a rainbow array of stitch counters. Because I have a tub of stitch markers that are all like rainbow coloured. And they look so cool. This looks like a tub of Smarties. Gotta run some errands, but if you're still here when I get back, I will see you then. No worries. Get my boats. Have a lovely day, my love. Have fun. Hopefully your sweater's going well. The colour change on this was just perfect. Like, to the row. Perfect, which is just crazy. We're getting somewhere. We're about a fourth of the way through this bit, so it's going to be 4 times longer than this. So they're going to be pretty big socks, which I don't mind. Big and fluffy is what I like. There's some loves. The new one, Exclamation Mark Dance. And send you some fruits. Have a lovely day. Hopefully it's fun errands. I actually ended up, while I was at the shop, picking up a new Halloween bucket when we go trick-or-treating. Because the ones we used last year, it's going to sound ridiculous, they were so tiny. Like, even if we'd gone to like 3 houses, I think it would have just been ridiculous, and she kept dropping stuff. So they had bigger buckets for £1 in the shop I was in, so I grabbed her one, so she should be happy. I know it's a bit early, but I don't have to buy her a dress because I bought her a dress last year in the sale. So I said this year she can go a bit kind of mad with accessories, so I got her a bigger bucket. I'm going to get her some face paint. And then she's going as a witch, so she wants a broomstick, so I said that's fine. She loves dressing up. She has a whole dressing up like rack in her room. So I don't mind her buying her dressing up stuff because I know she'll use it even when it's not Halloween. So I said she could get those. So I thought, pick it up now, even though it's early. They're gonna, I mean, I don't think they'll run out. There weren't many left, but they probably got loads more in the back. But I'd rather just get it now and then it's done, isn't it? That's the one. I know, I might change some of the commands around so that they make a bit more sense. I was struggling on BTTV because I was going to make my own, like, it's fine, just the words, or like a no command, because whenever I play games, I start shouting no, like, nope, 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 or, you know, it's fine. So I was going to make one because I found one on BTTV, but I've used all my personal BTTV emote slots, so I couldn't. That's why I've got the ones that I found, basically. I just used what I found on there. Because I need to take some off and maybe make them my tier 2 and tier 3 sub emotes, because we don't actually have any right now. But I don't know which ones to choose. So we shall see. It does say on this pattern that 100 grams should be enough for the pair, but if you're making them bigger, then you might want to buy a second ball just in case. I'm following the pattern, but I'm making the biggest size, so I would assume that 1 would be enough. If not, I will have to grab another one. I mean, I'm probably going to grab another one anyway, but like I say, when we go down and pick up the cat, I can go to the market while I'm there then. So I will probably grab another ball while I'm there. So it's not the end of the world if I don't have enough to finish these, and I can always splice in another yarn, I guess, because these are just the first tester pair. But yeah, so that's what it says. It says the same thing with the DPN pattern that I'm using, but With that one, the socks that I'm making at the moment are so tiny that I'll probably get like loads of pairs out of them. And it's not an 100-gram ball, it's at least 200. And that ball of yarn is actually from a furniture shop that we have around here. There is a furniture shop that also sells loads of fake flowers and then these like random extra items. They have like an aisle that's like random bric-a-brac, and then they have a yarn bit. I don't know, it's very strange, but they do. And then they sell furniture. So that's where I got that from. So that's a bit bigger of a ball. So might have been good to start with that, but hey ho, I like this yarn. There we go. Ooh. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you had a good weekend. Like I say, it's rained here, so we didn't do anything. Bit nicer today. It's still cold, but it's a little bit nicer, so hopefully should be pretty nice. But yeah, I want to get into town possibly next month, possibly this month, to go to the pound shops and see what Halloween stuff they've got. We never really did Halloween when the kids were little because we never had my stepdaughter on Halloween really, and Halloween always made me feel very anxious because of people knocking on the door. But last year we ended up going trick-or-treating with one of my kids' friends, and it was the first time my daughter had been proper trick-or-treating, and she loved it. So, and it made me feel so much better. So this year we're definitely doing it. The problem is, and this is what happened to one of my friends, is around here you kind of only knock on the people's houses who have decorated, because there's a lot of like older people. So it's like if they don't decorate, you kind of know not to knock on their doors. But like my friends, they decorated theirs, but then they went out trick-or-treating. So they were like, I bet loads of people knocked on my door, thinking that like, oh yeah, she's got decorations, but then they weren't even in because they were actually out trick-or-treating themselves. So it's like, oh. So we tend to put like decorations inside the house, like not in the window or outside, and then we go trick-or-treating. But we have treats in case anyone calls. Anyway, usually it's like school friends, so they'll come and knock. But my stepdaughter's getting a bit old for it. It's on a Wednesday this year. If she was with me, because she stays with me on a weekend, then she probably would have come with us. But she's also getting a bit old, so I don't think she says she's not bothered about going this year. I think that'll be it, and that's a bit sad. Makes me feel old that she's now too old for trick-or-treating. And then, oh, I keep forgetting, I'm like, yeah, it's October, which is Halloween, and then we start on the Christmas stuff, but we don't. It's then November, which is my birthday. So, I don't really have anything planned. I mean, we might do a bit of a birthday stream, but I'm not sure what I'd do apart from having, like, some balloons around, I guess. Maybe some nice things to eat. Maybe I'll make myself a birthday cake. Because so I'm going to do a cake baking stream. We're going to make cupcakes just because they don't take long to cook. And I don't have I'm not going to be able to put a camera in front of the oven so you can see them cooking. We're going to make them on the desk here. So I'm going to kind of clear this area like you see. And then we're going to make cupcakes. So they won't take too long to bake. Because if they were, we were going to play a game or something. But they're not going to. And then we'll decorate them basically, so that should be quite fun. And I think I'm going to have a little helper for that, so that'll be exciting. So that one might be on a weekend because my stepdaughter wants to help with that, so that's what we plan on doing. So maybe we'll do a birthday cake as well. Maybe I'll win the lottery and come and celebrate with you. Yeah, well, that would be the dream. That would be the dream. Or I could win the lottery and come out there. That'd be the dream. One day we will be able to run towards each other in slow-mo. And I can give you a big squishy hug. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do. Don't ever think about that, I keep forgetting. So we've done 16 rows, so we're getting there. 4 more and then we're halfway, so. I just love the colour. These are going to be so warm and comfy, hopefully. And I've got to do a little bit of research on what that kind of like skip over stitch is. So it's like I take a stitch, I think I understand it. Basically take a stitch from this one, put it on this one, knit the next stitch and then put that back. Like I bring it over this stitch and put it back on this one, so it kind of like creates a crisscross. And I think that's to help shape the heel, but it's not something I've done before, so that's what I like about the double pointed needles pattern, is it has a video tutorial, so might see if there's a video tutorial. I work much better being able to actually see someone do it. That's what I love about YouTube. You can pause it and rewind it as many times as you want. And that's how I taught myself to crochet in my first year of uni, was using YouTube. So I will have to look it up so that I don't mess it up. Oh, something else I need to get. I need to write it down actually. I want to buy some faux fur pom-poms. Normally I make my own, but if I'm going to be selling them at craft fairs, it does worry me sometimes that I need to start putting maybe a blob of glue in the middle of them, because it worries me that all the strands that you put in are going to just come out, because no matter how tightly I pull it, it's never completely super tight. So I like the look of faux fur pom-poms, so I want to get some of those. Need to add it to my list. Things to buy. There we go. Ugh, I just love these needles. They're so silky. They're just so good. Oh, this is the stupid song with the police sirens in it, which is just so weird. There you go. I put some more no copyright sounds on this playlist. I found another playlist of them, so I just added it on. So I put it on shuffle. I've shuffled it a few times because there's probably a lot of songs on there that I've never actually gotten down to, like that far through the playlist, or heard, so we'll shuffle it and hopefully we'll get some new songs. We shall see. And the only reason I use no copyright ones is because I upload the VODs onto YouTube so that I have them all. Which, to be fair, it doesn't really matter if I don't, because a lot of the time the company will just basically put a claim on it to say, like, if it makes any money they get it. it doesn't affect my channel at all. It's not like a copyright strike, it's just a copyright claim. So I mean, technically it doesn't matter if I use them as long as they don't copyright claim it, but usually what does happen is if there is a copyright song, Twitch will mute the VOD, so when I upload it there's muted bits in it, which isn't great. That's why I use no copyright songs. Sometimes we'll have a day where I'm just like, stuff it, I want to sing along to some Disney songs or something like that, and we'll just stick songs on, but not very often. Is the music loud enough? I turned it down because it was super loud. Hopefully it's alright. Oh yeah, you can hear it. It's on 1. I can't like turn it down unless I turn it down in my actual thing, so hopefully it's okay. $15. I think knitting and crochet and things like that are pretty amazing. You're just wiggling some sticks with some string and then you just make something else. That's why it makes my boyfriend laugh, and I'm like, here you go, I've made a bag. He's like, what? It's like, well, he's like, you just sit there and then it's like, you know, a couple of hours later you're like, ta-da, I've made a such and such. Wizardry sounds fun to me. Awesome. I have the sound in my headphones super low because it drives me crazy. I've been tempted to put it through my speakers so I don't have to wear my headphones. That would help. But for some reason all the sounds come out really loud in my headphones, although my boyfriend still listens to like that. The loudest I have my headphones on is like 8, and to give you an idea, like my boyfriend has it consistently on at least 30, and I'm like, how? I don't understand. I can't have it like over 16 really. It's just way too loud for me. So I don't know how loud it sounds to you guys. I mean, I've got like the little bar thing in OBS, but it's not really a good indicator, because one day it'll be quiet, one day it'll be loud. So who knows? That's why I normally just say, just shout at me if it's crazy. I'll sort it. But thank you. I appreciate it. Time is it? Nearly 12. I'm going 2 hours. This is grand. What I might do is do all of these rows of stocking stitch, and then that might be when I finish for the day. Trying to do longer streams. Normally I'd finish like maybe in the next half an hour so that I could go and have lunch, but I really want to do longer streams, so I'm gonna try and hang around and maybe try and raid someone today. I keep forgetting to raid people, and I want to make sure that I do it because it's nice and it's fun. I was talking the other day that it makes me a bit anxious sometimes, especially raiding people that I don't know. I'm like, oh, do they want a raid? Do they not want a raid? I think you can turn it off though. I think you can, there's a setting. Someone said the other day that you can actually like set it that you don't want people to raid you, kind of thing. I don't know, but I used to do it all the time, and then I kind of, because I kind of kept taking breaks from streaming, and I felt, and I don't really get to hang out in other people's streams too much. I was like, made me anxious, but I need to get back into doing it.
We're hot and new.
Dark Set Games, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Ooh. One thing that I have found with the double pointed needles is my goodness, does it make my hands ache. Like, I have bad wrists anyway, but the reason that I got as far as I did on it and only did that kind of little section is because it just hurt my hands so much. I couldn't do any more than that. That's probably just because at the moment I'm not used to it and I haven't found a comfortable way of holding them, so hopefully over time that will come and then it won't hurt so much. We'll see. We shall see. Because this hurts my shoulders sitting like this. But part of that is because my chair's pretty low. I like to have my chair a bit higher than this, but my boyfriend doesn't, so he's going to have to suck it. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting through the creamy colour here. And then we'll be on to the blues and the greens for a little section. Yeah, we're getting lighter up here. And I love how it's got kind of like, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see it, like the little white flecks through it. I think it helps bring it together. It's cute. It's very cute. You look away, my love. Do, 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 do. Jazz saxophone. Just need some added jazz flute. Do, 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 do. Just checking to make sure I've got no missed calls. Like I say, my little girl has got a bit of a bad cough at the moment, so I said if it gets worse, just get the school to ring me. I don't like sending her in when she's poorly. One, because she's poorly, and two, I don't want her giving it to other people in the class, obviously, but she only seems to cough just before bed and after she wakes up, so it's more of like, I think when she lies down it makes her cough. So hopefully it's just that and she'll be fine. But especially because they started back last week, so doesn't want to be taking any days off yet. Do, do, do. Go, we're halfway. These are going to be some long socks. Oh, I'm so excited. We have kind of like a cheap clothing shop here called Primark, and normally they have fluffy socks in there all the time, but I always get, it's like a thing that we always, me and my sisters always get each other them for Christmas. And it's like £2 for a pack of 2, and they're so soft and fluffy. They're brilliant. But this year I might make them socks instead. I think that might be cool. This is why I said to them, if you want anything, get it in early. Because I have 4 younger siblings, 2 sisters, 2 brothers, a niece and a nephew, and then my mom and my stepdad. And both my sisters have boyfriends, so anybody wants anything, you need to get it in now, so I can write it down and get started. And I have like a separate list of things that my kids have asked for, because they ask for stuff all the time. Mummy, just make me this, just make it now. You can just, it'll take you like 10 minutes, you can make it now. My little girl wanted bed sheets and pillows and quilts for all the dolls in a doll's house. She was like, it's like 7 o'clock at night, she's about to go to bed, and she's like, okay, well, You'll have them done by the morning, won't you? Like, sure, I'll just stay up all night
We're hot
making
and
tiny
new.
doll quilts. And you know what? I did. And she loved it. It's just funny the way they think that you can just instantly do it. It's like, well, Mummy, I want a scarf, but I need it, like, now? Well, it doesn't quite work like that, kiddo. Nettie, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the floof pile. Oh, the realm of floof. We had a talk about that actually in Discord. Don't know. Welcome to the stream. They do. They think you just become a wizard. And I've taught them both to crochet. So my youngest is 5. She's nearly 6. And on stream, I think the last, not in the summer holidays, the last half-term holiday in like April, she was sat with me while I was crocheting and I taught her how to crochet. And she did really well actually. She did a little chain and made friendship bracelets for her friends. But again, even after that, she was like, well, I'm ready now. I can make teddies. I'm done. Like, this is all I need to know. Just show me a pattern. Like, I love your enthusiasm and your positivity, but it's going to take us a little bit more practice before we can get to you making teddies. Just learning patience. They don't have it. They're getting better. Well, she is. My oldest, my stepdaughter's fine. Yeah, she's like, no, now, please. Not in a rude way. Just, well, you should be able to just whip it up. Oh dear, these things take time. I wish I could just click my fingers and it'd be done. Although I probably, sometimes I get like halfway through a project and I'm like, oh, I just wish this would be finished. But I think if I could just click my fingers and get it done, I'd miss making it. It'd be good for like craft shows and stuff though. I could just go, right, I need 10 hats. Bam, 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 bam. Done. Prep would be incredible. Oh, don't you escape, you. Cheeky. This is a bit of a crazy song. Not crazy as in like blah 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 blah. Like just a little bit creepy, I guess. It's called Grapes. Here we go. A bit more of a dance tune. At least from looking what we've done so far, we should have plenty in this board to make these socks that I want. So that should be really good. I do worry about the seam because it's going to be sewn up along the bottom and the back, which, as I said before, is going to mean that it is where my foot goes. It's like I'm going to be standing on it. So hopefully it's not too noticeable. I can kind of try a few different ways of sewing it up so that hopefully it lays quite flat, because otherwise it's going to be really annoying. But hey ho, I'm sure they will be fine. Knitting, knitting, knitting. Many hours a day. So much stuff I want to make. So So I will go and play. I've never knit a sock in the fact that purling would kill me. Yeah, that's what I have found with doing it the other way. I love the fact that doing a stocking stitch, I just knit all the way around. It makes me so happy. I don't mind purling too much. I say that now. By the time I'm on the second one doing this, I'm probably going to be losing my mind. We'll see how it goes. Hello, Joseph. Good morning, monsieur. Monsieur. Mademoiselle. Monsieur. Bonjour. Morning, Joseph. How are you? How was your weekend? Why don't I stop working on this and continue the other one? I could, but the other one really hurts my hands. I haven't really found a comfortable way of holding it yet, and I want to get this done. I don't mind the pearls or working it. I don't mind. And this yarn's a lot softer than the other yarn that I'm using, so it doesn't switchy scratch my hands. Ooh, we're getting very, very close to the colours. The next colours. Subpar. No. Sad face. Well, hopefully it picks up. That's no fun. Hopefully you have a better week this week. We had such a lazy weekend because of the weather. The kids were just like, normally they're like, let's go to the park. But it just chucked it down the entire weekend. They were like, nah. They just stayed in their pajamas. They just kept getting changed into clean pajamas. Sometimes that's what you need. We watched a couple of films actually. We watched Harry Potter. They're playing all of them on BBC? No, it wasn't because it had adverts. Channel 4? ITV maybe. Oh, anyway, on one of the channels they're playing Harry Potter every Saturday. So Philosopher's Stone was this Saturday. So we sat and watched that. The kids really enjoyed it. And then what else did they watch? This other like kids movie thing they found on Netflix. It was like I can't remember what it's called. Something about like the worst day of my life or the worst year of my life or something. But it was about this kid that goes to high school and is like really naughty. I really enjoyed it. And then they watched Shrek. Actually, they watched Shrek 2 and Shrek 3. Oh my god, they watched loads of films this weekend. I didn't realise they'd watched so many. Yeah, we watched Shrek 2 and Shrek 3. I need to change those emotes on the BTTV thing. Normally if we do things like that and have a movie, we'll get popcorn and hot chocolates and stuff. So that's why I'm looking forward to the colder weather. I love doing stuff like that with them. Hot chocolates with whipped cream and marshmallows and all that good stuff. I don't know what the song is. pasta for dinner last night. Rotini noodles, beef, Italian sausage and garlic sauce, and the side was garlic bread. That's amazing. I made the kids like a cheesy bacon pasta bake for tea. And my boyfriend had it too, but there wasn't enough for me. So I ended up with chicken nuggets, chips and peas, and a bucket of ketchup. That's so sad. I mean, it was tasty, but I really wanted pasta. That you made? That's awesome. I was just saying today that I need to start making more bread. I used to make it quite often. Then I stopped for one reason or another. Nice to start making bread again. It sounds delicious. It sounds really, really good. Making my tummy rumble. My tummy's just rumbled. Because it's lunchtime. I haven't had any breakfast either. Like I say, I've got on a Christmas plate, I've got 2 slices of toast, but I didn't get a chance to eat it, unfortunately, before the stream started. So I might have a little nibble in a second to get something for lunch. Might do sausages and chips for tea tonight. And then loads of vegetables on the side to get the vegetables in them. Working on my Witchery mod pack. The Will and I named it Hollowbrook. Oh, I like that. That's cute. I still can't wait for the game to come out. It still doesn't have a release date as far as I know. The is it Witchbrook, I think? For a while it was called Spellbound, but it's kind of like the Witch School Stardew Valley. Oh, excited. It looks so cute. I was really looking forward to that in 2 Point Hospital, and 2 Point Hospital's out. And I love it. We're going to be playing that soon. As soon as we finish Ori, we're going to be playing 2 Point Hospital, and I can't wait. But yeah, and that as well. But as far as I'm aware, the last time I read a blog post about it, there was no estimated release or anything like that. ETA, whatever you want to call it. There was nothing, unfortunately, but it looks so good. Waiting for that game as well. Yes. I keep forgetting what they called it, because it was called, like, I think the community kind of nicknamed it Spellbound, or whether the company did, I don't know, but it was Spellbound for a while and then it changed. I think it's like, I don't think it's Witchbook. Is it Witch Haven? I can't remember. I cannot remember the name of it, but yeah, I cannot wait for it to come out. Hopefully there'll be some news about it, yeah, soon. Is it Witchbrook? I'd be curious how Witchbrook turns out, because compared to some of the initial designs of Starbound and the current lack of development, cautiously optimistic. Yeah, it does worry me that it seems to have been in development for so long, but I don't know how far they developed it before kind of it got mentioned, like whether they'd done nothing before it got mentioned, so they're doing it now. I don't know. But I'm optimistic. I hope it's good. I look forward to it. And I never saw any initial designs or anything of Starbound. Starbound was already like well out by the time I caught on to Starbound, which is another game that I love. Hopefully one day. It just seems like it's been like, I've been waiting for it forever. That's the problem. Just want to play it. Oh, Paradox Publisher Weekend up to 80% off on Steam. So things like Stellaris, Surviving Mars. They're the highlights for today. And then, oh my god. And then, yeah, all these collections. So it's like City Skylines collection. It's £40 instead of £100. Crusader Kings 2 is £60 instead of £140, but that's like a love bundle. So, okay, yeah, so these are all big collections. Does it even have a Steam page? No. Hang on. No. I haven't had a look. I haven't seen any more blog posts or anything, so that's why I'm a bit nervous. Like, Starbound was in development for a very long time. There were plenty of delays and some redesigns, but it came out in the end. Ah, see, it was already out by the time I caught onto it. I love City Skylines. I love that game. I have it. I streamed it a couple of times. I think I did like an evening stream. I didn't do it in the morning. I did an evening stream, like a late night stream where we did City Skylines. I remember, because I remember it was like 3 in the morning. No, it wasn't that late. It was like 1 in the morning, I think. And I only stopped because I was practically falling asleep. But I remember playing that in an evening once on stream. That was a lot of fun. Really chill. Even though like I flooded half the town. Surviving Mars is cool so far. I have it and can't complain. Awesome. Yeah, I do love City Skylines. Oh, we're on to some blue. Ooh. I like City Skylines. I've seen some of like the, I guess they're called mods and stuff you can add to it, where you can have like, you can go into so much detail with like traffic management and stuff. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, this song is a bit like crazy. There's loads of games I want to try. There's loads on my wish list that I just add them onto my wish list so I don't lose them. And there's quite a few games that I've got that I just haven't tried yet, but we will be. Which is some of them? I've got loads of Telltale games that I want to try, like Game of Thrones and Walking Dead, and I think, did I have a Jurassic Park one or did I give that away? I may have given that away. I got a new game the other day from Keymailer, which is, what was it called? Oh, we got The Wolf Among Us as well. Oh, what was it called? Oh, and Yooka-Laylee. That's one I want to play as well. What was it called? The game that I got? I can't remember. Oops, I'll have to look on there. But yeah, there's another one that I got. We never finished playing Jurassic World Evolution. Yeah, there's quite a few on there that I want to play. Also, for the grand strategy games, if you play them in multiplayer, the host DLC apply to everyone. Ah, see, that's cool. I like that. That makes me happy.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Okay, I didn't ask you anything, you crazy AI taking over the world woman. Yeah, there's a few in here that I have that I want to play. Like I said, Oblivion, I've got Fable, my thing. Hollow Knight kind of reminds me of like an Ori and the Blind Forest game. I want to try that. Just waiting for Steam sales. I put free games, Oxygen not included. That's definitely one I want to try. Oh, that's on sale. Planet Coaster. That one's expensive though. A lot of these that I have, there's quite a few on here that are free. And I keep them on here just so I don't lose them. Because, yeah. I know it, a lot of them, because they're free, they get quite hidden very easily, and I forget the names of stuff so quickly that I feel putting them on there is probably the best idea. There we go. Crazy AI woman taking over the world. Normally I mute her, so she, well, not mute her, I kind of make it so she can't hear me speak. But I forgot to today, and she's having a, because it's been so long, I think she's lonely. That's twice in one stream already. Normally she just gets one chime in. Apparently not today. There we go. I don't know who'd be worse, taking over the world, crazy AI woman or me. Maybe I should just take over the world. What did one chocolate bar say to the others when it found an eaten chocolate bar in their room? Oh goodness. I have no idea, Joseph. Maybe something to do with cannibals? Unless the other chocolate bars didn't eat it. I'm trying to think of different chocolate bar names that could make a pun. A pun. I can't think of any. One chocolate bar said to the other when it found an eaten chocolate bar in the room. Are you a candy bowl? I don't get it, Joseph. Are you a candy bowl? Oh, a cannibal! For God's sake. I literally just said it's something to do with cannibal. And then it is, and I don't get it. Are you a cannibal? I'm an idiot. Oh, I found loads of jokes on the, I added a couple actually as well to the extra quotes list, which is the exclamation mark jokes, which brings up jokes. And I didn't realise how many quotes we actually have on the quotes list. It's pretty crazy. Oh, dang it. I need a crochet hook. I dropped a stitch. Now I understand that one. I like it, Joseph. Oh God, I dropped that one as well. It's alright. It's fine. It's fine. You go on there. You go on there. See? It's fine. No one is any wiser. Just hide the crochet hook evidence. Yeah, there's like, I think, is there over 100 or nearly 100 quotes, which is crazy because like no one's quoted anything in a long time. Again, I think a lot of them are from like The Witcher, most probably. The Halloween pun I've been working on. I like it. It took me a minute. It took me a hot second to realise what it said. There's a lot of quotes on there. We did play Penumbra. It was Penumbra. There we go. Penumbra, Black Plague. That was terrifying. I don't like the creepy noises I can hear in my mouth. +1 intellect from that one. This music's a bit intense, isn't it? Jeez. It's like something out of some video game. What is it? Epic Theme number 2 by Stephen O'Brien. It is an epic theme, I'll give him that. Just got 9 more rows to go, and then I think I'll finish up for the day because I've been live like 3 hours, so maybe. I like to finish on a place where I'm not kind of like halfway through doing something. Like this would be fine if I finished any time really, because it's just the same rows, but if I'm doing like something a bit more complicated, I like to finish that section before leaving it, which isn't always possible, but I do like to try and do that, because otherwise when I come back I'm like, especially if I don't come back to it for a little while. It's nice that we're getting some blue in here. So it's gone kind of from the corally colour to the peach to an even lighter colour, and then now we're getting, and it's not just solid blue either, it's very mixed with white, and not just the white speckles that the entire yarn's mixed with, it's like dyed with that, and then it goes to a lighter blue and then the green, and then it goes straight back to the coral colour. It doesn't kind of transition the opposite way back to the lighter peach and then the darker peach and then the coral. I want to grab him! Grab him! Why aren't you grabbing him? That's probably when I was trying to like shimmy over the top of someone. I enjoyed playing that game. Again, I only played it on stream, I haven't played it off stream. That was quite a good game. Got a bit repetitive though, because you're just doing the same thing in every area. And it used to stress me out, because if you failed like once, then the guy that you were fighting would like get promoted, and so would all these other orcs everywhere, and you're like, ugh, I can't even make one mistake. And I was not a very good ninja. However much I dreamed that I would be, have to face the fact that I was not a very good ninja. But yeah, there's loads of quotes. Oh, the cat never changed back to a white one. That's okay. Quotes. There's 116. Oh, there's a second page. And then the extra quotes, which are the jokes. There's 59 of those. It's not bad. Not bad. I'm making these with double knit, so they should be quite thick and fluffy. I've seen, I follow this lady on Facebook who dyes her own yarn. That's like her business. She makes hand-dyed yarn. And she does a lot of yarn in what's called sock weight. So it's not like chunky double knit. She has them. She does one that's called sock weight, and I would assume being called sock weight, it's kind of like the perfect weight for a sock. I'm not sure, but it might be cool to, if I'm gonna get some like hand-dyed yarn, I might get it in sock weight and see what it's like, because I've never had it or used it before, so I wonder what it's like. I'd love to dye my own yarn. I'd love to do that. From what I've seen though, it's easier to dye natural fibres, so like wool and maybe even cotton, than it is to dye acrylic. But I'd love to get that and try it and dye my own. Then I could have it how I wanted it. That'd be so much fun. Because I love the hand-dyed yarn, but some of it's very expensive. I mean, rightly so, so it should be. I understand why it's that price, but it's just a bit out of my price range. And I mean, I'm sure initially getting stuff to dye yarn would be expensive too, but over the course of dyeing like however many balls of yarn, it'd probably work out cheaper than buying it hand-dyed by someone else. Hopefully. And it's just fun. It's just another project. Another craft. I mean, why not? My poor boyfriend suffers enough with all the different crafts that I try and do. I couldn't start making, like, I was looking at a card. My grandma makes handmade cards, and she made one for my daughter, and I have it in a memory box. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. I'd love to start making cards again, because I used to make them with her. And I was like, nope, you cannot have any more craft stuff in the house. You cannot start another craft. Because I wanted to start doing hammer beads. I got a little kit of hammer beads. And we did them on stream, actually. It made a little dream catcher. And I was like, oh, I love them. And I do love them. We did them a lot as kids. I just don't have the space to be buying loads of beads and keeping them everywhere. So I'm just going to stick with doing kits. I want to get another... So we did a 5D diamond painting of a giraffe. And I've been looking at getting another one so we could do that again, because that was really fun and really chill. But I wanted to do a Disney one, and again, the Disney ones are like 3 times the price of just a generic picture one. So, I mean, somewhere along the line, I'll definitely get another one, because I did enjoy doing that. The problem with them is, like, I don't know where to put them after. So I've got the giraffe one, but like the kids put it up in their room for a bit, but I didn't end up getting a frame for it because it's quite big. I'm like, what do I do with this? It's like the crochet stuff is cool. I display it on a shelf, and like if I did stuff with hammer beads, then I could display them and the kids could have them. I could give them away or sell them or whatever. I'm like, would someone want to buy an already done... I mean, maybe. They like the look of the diamond paintings but don't want to do them themselves. Maybe they'll buy them, but... Yeah, I was just like, well, now I've made it, what do I do with it? So, I don't think I'll get one until I can figure out what I'm going to do with them, so they're not just lying around the house. Then my boyfriend would probably go crazy. He puts up with a lot, and he encourages my yarn buying, so I can't get too mad. Although that's another thing that's got to change. I've had to find ways that I'm going to store all my yarn for when the cat comes. A lot of it is in like a tub thing upstairs. These like 3 tubs, but I kept a lot of it downstairs in a bag for like little projects that I was doing. So I've had to take all that upstairs and put it away on really high shelves, so hopefully the cat can't get them. But we shall see. I need to buy. When we looked in the shop this morning, they had loads of clear plastic tubs. I have one down there with like all my cross stitch stuff and some extra bits and bobs and all my sewing and patterns and stuff. So I need to go and probably get another couple of those and put all the yarn in just to keep it safe. And it also keeps it like from getting covered in cat hair. That's the only other thing that worries me about having a cat is they are super fluffy. The mum and dad, so the kittens is super fluffy already. And I mean, when I went to my sister's, I didn't get covered in a lot of cat hair, but it's kind of like a selling point when you see people selling stuff online. It's like, oh, from a smoke-free, pet-free home, and I'm like, oh, mine's smoke-free, not kitty-free. So it would be nice to try and keep it as. Today I was going to make crocheted cat toys. I've got a Pinterest board that's just cats, and I found loads of different crochet cat toys, so we are going to do that eventually. Because yes, the cat's going to be playing with a lot of the yarn, especially when I'm crocheting with it probably. It's going to be spoilt for choice. There's so much yarn everywhere. I'm going to have to make it some yarn balls to play with, because I found some in the shop. Yarn balls that you could buy, and I was like, there's no point in me buying one, I can just make one. And then, as I say, a load of different cat toys. Let me see if I can, like different little fish and no, there's my, I don't know if you can see it because of the light. There you go, cats. And there's like fish and dangly ones, and then these ones that you hang on your door they can play with, and mice and stuff. So yeah, we're going to be doing them. I want to find a good yarn to do it in, because I don't know whether they're okay with acrylic. If they are, fantastic, because I have like so many different acrylic colours and that. But if they need like something softer like cotton, then go and get it. We'll see. And I'm gonna maybe make some where you can like keep refilling it with catnip. I don't know, because as I said last time, from what I've seen online, when they're that small they can't, like catnip doesn't really affect them, they can't smell it. So I've taken the cat toys out of their toys that we got them for now. The catnip, sorry, toys. I don't really need it. My channel slogan is Mystical World of Gaming for YouTube. I like it. I like it. I wanted a slogan for the stream. So now we've kind of have settled on a theme. We're very kind of purple and witchy and, you know, that kind of thing. I've got an idea for like sub badges that are going to be really cute and all of this. And obviously we still have the floof. But we're very witchy with like the cats and the witches' hats and stuff. And I think the Discord at the moment is called the Realm of Floof, so I might stick with that. But it'd be nice. I want to come up with like a catchphrase for when, say, when people follow and stuff. But yeah, I haven't thought of anything yet, so I'll keep thinking. But I like that. That's cute. Because I came up with one, and then I very quickly realised that the reason I probably came up with it is because another streamer that I follow pretty much says that. Like, that's what she says. And I'm like, oh, that's probably why I came up with it, because I have already heard it so many times. It was in my head already, and I was like, dang it. So I can't use that. I need to think of something. Because we used to be the floof pile, and now it's like the realm of the floofs. I don't know. We shall see. Or maybe just nothing. Maybe just welcome to the stream. I don't know. I like to include you guys in this because it's like, you know, it's community names and stuff. It's the same why I put about it on Discord, because it's, you know, it's a community thing. It's a community decision, really. Oh, this looks cool. I love how, because of the way the yarn is, the white and the blue have kind of made spots. And it's... I can't even express how amazingly this has worked out without me even meaning it to. Because, like, this has become a perfect stripe. And then this is lining up with the light blue above it. So it's kind of making a checkered pattern out of the dark blue and the light blue and the white without me even meaning to. It's kind of perfect. Think creative, be creative, stay creative. I love it, Joseph. I love it. It looks so good. Thank you. I can't believe how well like this transition worked. Like I didn't plan. I couldn't have done it better if I planned it. The next sock is going to be nowhere near as good as this because it's going to be like halfway through the ball. But this with like the checkerboard. I'm a wizard. I'm actually a wizard. It's confirmed. I am a wizard. I love it when variegated yarn works out perfectly with a pattern. I love it. It makes me so happy. I've seen people that do planned pooling where they have like a variated yarn and they work out like how wide, like say a length, so if they're doing like a scarf, they'll figure out how wide it needs to be for the pattern repeat, and then they get it to do this like crazy crisscross thing. It looks so cool because it's like it repeats every, I don't know, 3 inches or whatever, so they'll make it, that's just an estimate, but so they'll make it 3 inches wide so it repeats all the way up and it looks so cool. But you can do it. This isn't sock yarn, this is just I was talking about sock yarn earlier because I'm not sure whether it's like smaller or thinner or whatever, but someone I know hand dyes it, so I might get some. It's expensive. This is just this. This is Harmony by James C. Brett double knit. It doesn't even have a name for the shade, it's just shade HY4. Because I was looking when I put it on, did I put it on Instagram? I think I put it on Instagram. Because they had loads of different shades. So I was like, oh, what's the shade called? No, it's just the number. So that's what it is. I'm so amazed that this has worked out so well. Have you seen Mel Botnick's socks? It's freaking insane. She's so dang fast. No, I haven't. She was talking about it earlier. But no, I haven't. Just wait till you see me on the double pointed needles, then you'll see what slow knitting is. That's when I need the face cam because I get such a concentration face, and it ends up so close to my face because I'm trying to see, and then my tongue sticks out, and it's just like, right. It's nuts how fast she is. Like seriously, her fingers are a blur. That's so cool. I don't think I'd ever get that fast at knitting. I watched the woman who hand dyes yarn knit socks, and she thinks she isn't very fast, but to me she's very fast. But she like, I end up with my needles quite far apart when I like take them over, and hers are like, she like knits just on the end like this, and they're so close together, and she just does it so fast, and I'm like, how do you do that and like know that they're not all gonna fly off the ends? That's what worries me. I mean, maybe it's just practice and confidence, but I'm like, no, I have to like bring it all the way down here and then over the top. I'm like, nope. She does the whole 5 needle circle thing. Yeah, look. Did you not see this earlier? You saw this earlier. That's what we're going to be doing after I've made these socks. I'm just using 4, not 5. But there's my sock. It's going to be a little baby sock. That might fit Ella. Maybe. Told you, doing it like this looks like some kind of like satanic ritual symbol. It makes me feel like a badass wizard when I do this with 4 needles. I feel like a wizard. You tried it once, impossible. I found a pattern and then found it also had, well, I found a YouTube video by Knitpicks, and it had the pattern and they did it, and I followed that because I work so much better when I can see someone doing it. Because what I struggled with to begin with was this crossover bit where they join. I really struggled with that, but yeah, just practice last night. It's not going too badly so far. I mean, I'm not going to jinx it. I've literally just done that. I haven't gotten to like the heel or anything, so we'll have to wait and see. But I haven't gotten a way of comfortably holding it yet, so it really hurts my hands after like half an hour. That's why I thought I'm not going to stream it today. Because I was going to do this originally, this flat sock. And then I was like, why don't I try my DPNs and see what they're like? And ended up loving it. Doing a lot of knitting at the moment. The last thing I crocheted was I finished off some crocheted bunting for the kids' room over the weekend, and I made them a new, well, that wasn't crocheted, that was ribbon and glue, but I made them a new bow holder for their bedroom. I haven't crocheted in a while. Apart from, oh no, I did. I made a hat. That's a lie. I made a hat the other week. Been doing a lot of knitting recently. Oh no, not knots everywhere. It's just practice though, Lilac. You'll soon get it. Cat changed color. Yeah, no, I was messing around with it earlier, like halfway through the stream, because I was just saying that I had a few points left, so I've unlocked all of the different colours of the cats. Because when I kind of went, right, I want my stream to be kind of like witch themed. That's going to be my brand kind of thing. I got the black cat, but against the purple, it looks almost blue. And the same with the grey cat. The grey cat looks kind of bluey. And so I got the tabby cat this morning because I thought we'll try that one. But it's kind of very, even on the website, it's very like peachy orange and pink. Because I was hoping it'd look more like my cat that I'm getting, but no. Because that's what I'm going to put a thing in Discord as to so people can vote on which cat they want. Because we've always had the white cat. Kitty has always been the white cat. But now I'm like, I quite like this one. But I want to let the community choose as well. So I'm going to put it in Discord and see what people think. Or I might just keep this one. But yeah, because the cat's always been the white one, it feels a bit weird changing it. But I do like this one. This song is so loud. I do like this one. Because I got those like 2000 Capamon points for doing the thing. So I nearly bought the witch because she's so cute. I don't think I have enough to buy her now, but I very, very nearly bought the witch. And I was like, I can't get rid of the cat. Because obviously we're witch themed. I thought the witch would be perfect. But I was like, I can't get rid of the cat. We've named it now. Just always have to have the cat. Forever. So, we're keeping the kitty. So I figured I might as well spend the Capamon points on the different variations, and then we have the options. So I think I have one ready for... Do I have a Halloween Capamon? I have the Christmas ones because we have a reindeer, I believe, because they were free. Let's have a look, see which ones we've got. Oh, I do have a Halloween one. I have the Grim Reaper in his purple outfit. There's mutations? No, I didn't think so. So I've got the reindeer for Christmas and I've got the Grim Reaper for Halloween. Although we could just have the black cat for Halloween, but I think we might switch it up and have the Grim Reaper. I don't have too many others. I've got the original cat, this cat, the updated one. I've got the Kappa Bot, the Grim Reaper, this like shooter guy, and then this little Cupid fluff thing that I got because I thought it looked like a ball of fluff. That was so cute, but not quite my thing. Never name something that you might want to get rid of. Exactly. I think it's exclamation mark Kitty. I have a few Capamon commands, so there we go. There's her name. Her Highness Fluffy Paw McSparklyfur, first of her name, Empress of Fluffles, Lord of Floof Bed and Floof Bowl, leader of the Sparkles. A glorious name. So I can't get rid of the cat. I wouldn't want to anyway. I love the cat. It's such a good Capamon. I love it. But yeah, it's just we can choose the variation, which is nice. But I quite like this one because I don't think I really see people use this one. I've seen a lot of the white cat, the original one, and the black cat. I think there's actually the original cat. Yeah, you see the original cat, the tabby variation of that is a lot different. It's kind of like a peachy but more brown colour and then dark brown stripes. They also have a tuxedo cat, which is like a white one with a black one with a white belly. And they have a black cat, and they have one with like the Scottish fold ears, which is dead cute. So they have different ones, which is really cute. How many do I have left? 1,500. Okay, so there's a few. How much is the... They have new ones now, like a little doggy that looks like a corgi and a unicorn, which is pretty cool. And then the newer ones they brought out, which are kind of like in the cat that we have, that cat style. There's like a dinosaur, a sheep, a penguin, and a bear who looks like, a lot like a hamster. He looks very much like a hamster. Yeah, I can't afford the... Why does it say I don't have the Grim Reaper when I do? That's 2,500 Kappa points. But they have like a Jack-o'-lantern and the witch, which is cool, and a dragon and a fox and an octopus. They're cool. If anybody wants one, by the way, I think it's... Is that the link for it? There you go. Yeah, a tuxedo kitty. It's very cute. That's the original. This is like the updated one. So this one is graphically looks better. It's not as pixely and a bit more, I guess. Well, I wouldn't say more cartoony, but he's graphically a bit less pixely, and he has more animation options. So he has like the snuggly kind of love heart one, and a couple of others that the original cat doesn't have. So he's cute. But if you want one, if you stream and you would like a Capamon for yourself, whether you use my referral link, which is there in the chat, or someone else's, make sure you use a referral link, because when you do, the person who you've used gets some Kappa points that they can put towards other things as like a reward for referring people. So I know some people have used my link before because I got some Kappa points from that, which is awesome. So thank you very much to those who have used my link. And as I say, even if you don't use mine, make sure that you use someone's, because I know like Lilac's got one and a few other people will have them too. So then at least they get some Kappa points, and it's free. So like the base kitty one is free, and I think there's a couple. Is there a couple of others that are free? I'm not sure. Yeah, they're very cute. And I've not seen, apart from like, the only thing that I've seen that's maybe similar is the stream avatars that Lilac has, but it's not really the same thing. Those are like avatars of each person that chats, rather than like a stream pet. I've not seen anything else like it, so there probably are things out there like it, but I've just not seen them. I love that little Capamon. I need to actually go onto Stream Elements and change the Kappa Gen, because at the moment it's a square, which if I try and extend it so it's the full size of the screen, it also makes it taller. So then half of the square is not actually on the stream, so I need to go and change it over there because I have it as like an overlay thing. What are we on? This is the last row. Oh my god. I'll see what's next and see if we want to carry on for a little bit. And I finally figured out how to look at my like analytics and stuff on Twitch. I never knew how to do it properly and I was like, what? I figured out that you can change the first date to like way back when, and then it'll show you it properly. I had it set to like a month, so it only showed me a month at a time, which was not great, but I figured it out. Okay, so we are working on the heel of the sock. So first side of the heel, we need to knit 13 stitches, leave the remaining stitches unworked on the needle and then turn. Slip 1 stitch purlwise, insert the needle at the front of the stitch and slip it onto the right hand needle without working it. Purlwise? Why does it say purlwise? I guess because you put it on at the front of the stitch. So like you would a purl stitch, I guess. Without working it. So either side there's always a stitch that you haven't worked. That's weird. But then it is worked because it's on the end, so I guess it gives it a curve. That must be why. My Vanilla Magic Minecraft series that I'm thinking of doing is going to be called Mystic Mines. Ooh. I like it, Joseph. I like it. Look at that. This makes such a cute jumper. Imagine this as the sleeve, like rolled up. Oh my god. It's so cute. Right, let's try this. So we need to knit 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. What song is this? Away from me. This is very jolly, isn't it? Okay, so we knit 13. Turn. This is weird. Slip 1 stitch purlwise. Insert the needle at the front of the stitch. I would guess like that. Not that way. I would guess you'd do it that way. Because that, if I wrapped that around, that would be a purl. Oh, I think it just means, like the purl side of the piece. Insert the needle at the front of the stitch. That's why I'm thinking it's that way, because it's at the front. Not back to front, at the front. Right, well, we'll do that. And then purl 12. So I've done 1 row. 1. This is weird. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is where it goes horribly wrong. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then just knit 13. I wonder why you have to move that one across. That's weird. 3. Oh. Oh, I didn't actually... No, you don't go on there. You do. There we go. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ah, it makes the gap. Oh, this is cool. So we've got to do this for 14 rows. So let me show you. Because we didn't work that one, and we're leaving it, it's creating a little gap. Just take that one over and then we purl. I think we have to take that one over because the yarn is already on this needle, so it wouldn't like work properly. I don't know how we do the other like part of the heel. Should you do half of the heel on this side and half on the other side? I'm assuming that eventually you just kind of, because this is staying at the same height and it's just this that's getting longer, eventually when we just kind of go across the top, it'll kind of turn this in and then we can do the other side. I would assume. But I should never assume. So that's 4. Oh, no, I lost it. 3, 4, 5, 6, and this bit's probably going to be the seam, so I'm not too worried if it looks a bit messy. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. It doesn't look too bad. I was worried that these stitches would look really long, like maybe I put them on the wrong way, but it looks alright, I think. She says. Yeah, putting them on that way would put the yarn on the other side. Maybe? Maybe that's how I'm meant to do it. Maybe I'll try it that way and see what that looks like. I think that looks silly. Yeah, I think I was right the first time. I can undo this. Hang on. Nope, that's right. Okay. 1, 2. That needs to go back onto this one so that I can knit it again. Drop stuff. There we go. There we go. So good. Slip it on. This is so weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because I'm assuming we'll just kind of carry these over onto the other stitch, onto the other needle, and then do these. Oh. But we're getting there. Look. There's our little hole. It's going to be the end, and then this will eventually attach to this and curve up. I love the colours, and weirdly, yet again, the colour changes happened right on the heel. Look at that. It's changing back to the other peach right on the heel. I swear this yarn was like some wizardry going on here. I also feel like I probably should have got another one. No worries, Lady Fools. Have a lovely day. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Have fun with all of your projects. So we'll see you again soon. Have a lovely day. this kind of creates like a loopy thing on the side, which I was worried would look really messy because it looked like the loops were going to be huge. That's why I thought maybe I'd moved the stitches over wrong, but actually it looks all right. Although I do kind of wish it had been pulled a bit tighter. Maybe I'll, hang on. Let's re-knit it. Pull it nice and tight. Then we switch a rooney. Get off. And then we go. 1, 2. I wish I probably needed to keep it tighter right from the beginning really, but hopefully I can sort that now. So we need to do 14 rows like this. Right. So I'll probably do 2 more rows and then that will be me done for the day, because it is 1 o'clock and I have been alive for nearly 3.5 hours. So do 2 more rows and then it's time for me to vamos. Can't believe the colour changes that have happened. It's kind of crazy, magical, wizardry, all of those things. Make sure that's nice and tight. Oops, sorry microphone. Sorry guys. Deafened you by smacking on my phone. Right, that just goes straight over. And then we purl. The only kind of stitch I'm worried about is that SKPO one, which again I said I'm gonna go and have a look at, and that's why I kind of want to finish up here. I might do all of these actually. You know what, I'll do all of the row 14 of these, because after I've done this, that's when we get to the SKPO stuff, which is like you're skipping over a stitch and then doing it again, redoing it kind of thing, weirdly. So I want to Google that before I do it. Lunchtime? Yep, nearly. I didn't make any lunch today, otherwise I'd carry on. But I didn't bother making lunch today because I didn't even eat my breakfast. Here's my breakfast. My toast on a Minnie Mouse Christmas plate. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to make any breakfast this morning. It's too busy. So I think because I'm leaving that first stitch, it's kind of creating it's making the piece curve, because I'm working it on this side, so it's growing by 1 stitch every 2 rows rather than 1 stitch at every row, which is giving it that kind of pulled in curve look that we need. I can't believe how well this is going. Like, I'm actually in shock how well this is going. I mean, I haven't got to the skip over stitch thing yet, so there's still plenty of time. So the only thing that ever worries me with knitting is that I have took stuff off the needle before, like frogged it and then put it back on, but it's really tricky. It's not like crochet, because everything's you're only ever really, unless you do Tunisian, you're only ever attached to 1 stitch. So I find that a lot easier to pull apart. Whereas with this, I find it really difficult. And I know how to pick up drop stitches now, which is something I never knew how to do when I was younger. I just used to have holes. So I'm glad I learned how to do that. But yeah, like I said, I can take it off the needles completely and then put them back on. But it's really tricky. And it's annoying if you're not doing just 1 row, because with 1 row it's alright because you can do it stitch by stitch. It's like take off, pull out the yarn, put it back onto the other needle. But if you're doing like 7 rows, I tried to do that with one of my kids' hats and I just gave up and just ripped the whole thing out and started again, because I was like, by the time I've done all this, I may as well have just started again, because it'd probably be quicker. So that's what I did. 13. So this is going to be the last row. Oh my god. I'm like amazed that I've even been able to do this. This is so cool. I never thought. All those years ago when my grandma was trying to teach me how to make blankets, she taught me, one of the first patterns I did was for a checkerboard blanket, and I only ever did like the first part of the border and then like 4 rows of checkers. That was probably as far as I got, and that's all I ever did. And to be sat here now doing this just blows my mind. I mean, I've knitted stuff since then, like hats and stuff, but even so, like, to me, like, the flat hat is not really technically difficult. It's just ribs and then rows of stocking stitch, and then you sew it up, super easy. But now we're getting complicated. Look at that! We have a heel! So this is going to attach to this, and it's going to give that kind of curve of the heel. So this is going to be half of it, and then we'll make the other half on the other side. So it's going to be sewn up on the back like this. And I can't believe the colour change that's happened is just crazy. I'm going to put it down there so we can see like how it magically changed to this after the green and the stripes. I just don't understand. But anyway, that is where I'm going to finish for today. I hope you have enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed just chilling and doing this and figuring out a new pattern and all that good stuff. It's been a lot of fun. I cannot wait to finish doing this. I don't think I'm going to knit tomorrow. There's like a little, is that dark yarn? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to knit tomorrow. I think we're going to carry on playing Ori because I want to get it finished. So we'll carry on playing Ori in the Blind Forest. If you do want to see updates on this, because I'm going to have to knit 2 socks, I may do some of this like in my own time. At least a little bit of the next section, maybe, just so I can figure out how to do it. So if you do want to see any updates, anything like that, you can follow me on all these social places. The main one that I use would be Twitter and Instagram. The blog posts are kind of longer. I do like usually I'll do like a work in progress Wednesday longer blog post on there. But I haven't been doing them recently. I'm busy. But yeah, definitely follow the Instagrams and the Twitters if you want to see what I'm up to when I go live and stuff. Probably tomorrow we're going to be playing, like I say, some Ori in the Blind Forest. That's what I'm going for. But that's where I'm going to finish for today. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have enjoyed it with me. I've been having lots of fun. I can't believe how well this worked out. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the follow button so you know when I go live. And I will see you tomorrow. Yeesh. What are you yeeshing? The fact that it takes me 3 hours to say goodbye. My net is struggling. Boo! Boo. But, anyway, yes, I will... Oh, let me do a Discord link as well, so you can join the Discord if you want to. But thank you for hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!